What is up, everybody? We are live for Giants Commanders, and I could not be more excited. This is a game we need to win. I'm getting right into it. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Giants have a bunch of players returning today, including Azeez Ojulari, Daniel Bellinger, Evan Neal, John Feliciano, Fabian Moreau, and Tony Jefferson. So it's a lot of guys they're getting back from that they did not have on Thanksgiving Day against the Dallas Cowboys. So that's very good, obviously. The Commanders are hot. They've been doing well with Heineke. It looks like Chase Young is he going to play? Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's playing, I don't think, Chase Young. So that's good for the Giants today. It's good for their offensive line today, for sure. That being said, the Washington Commanders have a ton of weapons on that defensive line already. So the Giants are going to have to block up, and they have to run the football. Today is about running the football. Whoever can run the football better today is going to come out on top. So let's see. Joey Sly to kick off. Giants will receive. So let's see if they can get off to a good start. Offensively, Gary Brightwell will be the return man for the G-Men. Happy Sunday to everybody. First kick of the day. We got the coffee on deck. Joey Sly kicks it through the back of the end zone. The beautiful red end zone. The end zone is painted retro, just like the Giants unis today. They got the full Giants across the helmet. Huge fan of that. I think this should just be the normal uniform. They look a little bit like the Buffalo Bills kind of infringed on this uniform a little bit. It kind of looks like their normal, like the Bills uniforms a little bit, but we had them first, I'm sure, because we've been playing football since leather helmets were strapped to our domes. Let's go. 1st and 10, Daniel Jones under center, Saquon Barkley in the backfield. You would love to see Saquon rip a couple of big runs early here today. Handoff is to Saquon. Dances a little bit, falls forward, gets about 4 or 5. So, nice little run from Saquon. Like, it sounds reactive, but that run right there already looks a little bit better than how he looked against Dallas. He looked a little bit tentative against Dallas. Not a lot of room to run, of course, but 2nd and 5 after that Saquon Barkley carry. 2nd and 7. They only gave him 3 on that. It looks like 5 or 6. It's a short 6. Jones steps up, breaks a tackle. He breaks another tackle, and he runs forward for a first down. Daniel Jones doing it with his legs, evades the pressure, steps up in the pocket, and gets a first down with his legs. Very nice play from Daniel Jones. It was play action. The pocket kind of collapses. No one's open. Jonathan Allen's bearing down on him. He has to step up. He makes a man miss. It looked like he makes Matt Ioannidis miss in the hole there, I think. And Daniel Jones stumbles forward for the Giants' first down. 1st and 10. The pitch is to Barkley. Barkley spins, gets dragged down after about another 5 or 6. So stay ahead. Keep going forward with Saquon is the key. Give Jones those short down and distances. And then if you give Jones 2nd and 5, 2nd and 6, 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4, those plays where, if guys aren't open, he could use his legs and pick up first downs and keep extending drives. Maybe he's not, taking it to the house a lot of these runs, but he does pick up a lot of key first downs, especially with this receiving core. He's got to use his legs, especially today against this Washington defensive line. Jones, the keeper, up the middle. He fumbled it. And the Washington football team have the ball. It was an option play, and Jones got it ripped out of his hands. Clear as day. Clear as day. Jones got it stripped on the option play. Can't happen. See, there's no way he's down. I saw it. He got ripped. Hat on the football. Daniel Jones fumbled the football. That is brutal. Can't happen, Daniel. Can't happen, bro. That's probably his worst play of the season, if not. Maybe that pick in week 1, but damn. Damn. Tough fumble. Came out running it with Jones. It was a good play call. He just couldn't hold on to the ball. You have a huge man hitting his helmet right on the ball. It's going to pop out. Handoff is to Brian Robinson, who gets about 6 on first down. Giants in trouble now. The only good news is that was the first drive of the game. Plenty of football left. Kind of like when Jones makes a mistake early in the game. He tries to atone for his sins. I'd rather him do that now and get it out of his system than have a key error later in the game. Heineke in the shotgun on 2nd and 5. Drops back to pass. Connects on the crossing route to Brian Robinson Jr., who gets a first down. So two touches for Brian Robinson right away. Simple pitch and catch on the crossing route. And Giants up against it right away thanks to that fumble from Daniel Jones. Not what you want to see. What's up, Jack? How we doing, buddy? How you doing this morning? It's afternoon now, but how were you doing this morning? Heineke in the shotgun on 1st and 10. Sees single coverage, little comeback route. It's complete. I think that's Terry McLaurin. No, is it? No, it's Jahan Dotson on a 9-yard little curl route, and they get a completion there. Receiver fell down, but he was so open that he had enough time to make the catch on the ground. 2nd and 1. Heineke hands it off right up the middle. First down for Brian Robinson Jr. Giants getting punched in the mouth. Tough fumble from Daniel Jones on the first drive. He makes the right read. He keeps the football. Just gets decked. He needs to start going down easy, but it's hard, man. It's hard for that in between of holding on to the ball and taking on a huge defender and getting a first down. It's just a very fine line. He hasn't fumbled too often this year. It's going to happen when you carry it like that. Heineke play action all day to throw it, and he overshoots his receiver who was open. Jihad Ward did get a hit on Taylor Heineke, it looks like, so that's good. Some late pressure. 2nd and 10. Let's go G-Men, Saddle. We got a rebound after that turnover. It's tough sledding when you turn the ball over on your first drive, when you have the ball to start the game, obviously, but a lot of game left. Not going to panic yet. Second and 10. Big play here. Got to keep them away from the... Nope. Good pitch play. Giants weren't ready for it. Could be housed. Nope. Brian Robinson picks up a first down. Really good play call. Giants were not ready for the outside pitch. Thought they were getting something up the middle. And they convert on 2nd and 10 on a run play. Just not good defense. Not good defense. Brian Robinson looks really good so far. He looked really good last week. So Giants are going to have to be ready for that and make some plays on defense. Another pitch to Robinson. Right up the middle. This time he's swallowed up by Jalen Smith. 2nd and goal. Giants got to hold for a field goal, obviously, here. The run, they need to decide: are they going to be a good run defense team or a good pass defense team? This defense is good, but it's schemed well. They prepare well. They don't necessarily generate enough pressure. They don't necessarily stuff the run. They don't, force a ton of turnovers or interceptions in coverage. So they play a lot of bend, and not break. And hold for field goals. Let's see if they can do that here. 2nd and goal. Heineke drops back. Lays it out in the flats. Giants swarm to the football. And they make the tackle 2 yards short of the first of the touchdown. So 3rd and goal. Big play. Heineke keeps looking at his left hand. Looks like he might have taken a little bit of an injury there after Jihad Ward knocked him down on that incompletion earlier on the drive. 3rd and goal. Got to get off the field here. Hold for 3 would be a huge, huge answer for the defense. Let's see. This might even be 4-down territory for Ron Rivera if they move a yard or two here, if they get stuffed just short. Heineke looking. Throws it through the back of the end zone. Excellent defense for the Giants. Let's go. That's a huge, huge stop. Big stop for this defense. Absolutely huge. They pick up Daniel Jones after the fumble. Listen, Jones fumbled. At least it wasn't like a lack of awareness fumble. He took a huge hit from Jonathan Allen right on the football. Like a lot, that just happens. It just happens in the NFL. I don't expect Daniel Jones to have 99 ball carrying or anything like that. It's just going to happen sometimes. People are just going to be like, he got to hold on to the football. Yeah, he does. I get it. You do. But you also probably haven't played a ton of football or like any type of football if you think it's just like that easy when someone drops their helmet right on the ball like that. And especially when it's Jonathan Allen, who none of us watching this, I'd assume, have any idea what it's like to play against someone like that. So 3-0 Washington. We'll put it up. They hit the field goal. Not all things considered, that's a W for the Giants. No doubt about it. Ooh, wrong team. It's not a stream unless I do the wrong team, if I put it on the wrong side. 3-0. After the turnover, you got to, you take a deep breath. That could have been a lot worse. Big goal line stand. That's what this defense does. They play great goal line defense. Great first and goal, second and goal, third and goal defense from the Giants all year. The only team that just destroys them is the Dallas Cowboys. Kellen Moore just dominates the New York Giants. But I'm happy we're not playing them right now. Washington only scores 3. Taylor Heineke looks like his left hand is a little bit hurt. Not his throwing hand, but he does keep flexing it, looking at it. Now, hopefully, Daniel Jones, that was a little slap in the face, a little wake me up for Daniel Jones. He's got to wake up. Can't fumble the football, but like I just said, I'm not just going to go crazy because Jonathan Allen's helmet hit the ball and Daniel Jones isn't 99 ball carrying. It happens sometimes. But yeah, other than that, 3-0 could be a lot worse. Now let's get this offense going. Let's figure it out. That drive looked like it looked promising. They were getting some good holes. They were like Daniel Jones, that read on the fumble play was a good read. Like he was supposed to keep the football there. He made the right decision. He just, at the tail end of the play, Jonathan Allen's just waiting there with his helmet. I mean, he's a great player, a huge guy. Not going to go crazy. Let's go. Let's answer on offense. We need some points. We need some energy. Like we can't let the game slip now. You make a bad play on your first drive, now you have a tendency to put your head down. You go 3 and out here and the game gets all of a sudden the game's out of reach. We can't have that. We got to stay at arm's length with this team if we're not ahead. So answer with points here. Get in Gano range. Seven turnovers in 2022 for Daniel Jones. Obviously, that's not bad at all. You live with that. You got to believe Daniel Jones rebounds now. Like it's got to wake him up. If he turns the ball over on this drive, then we have big problems. We need a productive drive here from Danny. I don't care if he has to run it. I don't care if he has to throw it. I don't care if he has to give it to Saquon 15 times on this drive. However they got to get points, they got to get points on this drive. This is a season-ending football game for the New York Giants, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to be dramatic. I don't want to be over the top. But if the Giants lose today, I'm ending the season. I don't think there's any way you rebound from the last 3 defeats that the Giants have had. Saquon on the pitch, gets to the outside. Washington rallies to the football. He gets about 1 or 2 yards on first down. Very conservative play. Obviously, without Chase Young, that's a huge hole on this defensive line, but they still have Montez Sweat, Daron Payne, and Jonathan Allen. 3 of the best defensive linemen in the league. David Mayo, the former Giant, playing at linebacker. You got to be able to expose David Mayo in coverage if you can. Second and 8. Jones drops back to pass. Too much pressure. The interior pressure. Mark Lewinsky just gets destroyed by Daron Payne. And there's nothing Daniel Jones could do on that play, guys. Just ridiculous. Like, the offensive line play is just... You can't get beat that easily. You can't get beat that easily as an NFL offensive lineman. I don't care. Daron Payne, that was not his best pass rush move of all time. He barely had the try there. He barely had the try. Now this drive is over. 3rd and 16. The Giants offensive line is just a cursed position. I'm sorry. Everyone got on me on Twitter for Andrew Thomas. I get it. He's really good for all things considered, but he's not a legend already. We can't make these guys into legends before anything because of some PFF grades. I don't do that. You play big in big games, and then I give you the credit. Last week was a big game. Offensive line was not good on key downs. Maybe not just Andrew Thomas. Maybe it was the whole offensive line. Didn't go back and watch the film. Watched it live. But now today, didn't have to be an expert on offensive line play to know that Mark Lewinsky just got absolutely spun like a top. Had no idea where Daron Payne was going. Gets beat inside. And that's a sack that ruins the drive. Giants run a screen play on 3rd down and went nowhere. So the punt is in the air. Horrible 3 and out. And who is that? Erickson receives the punt, gets about 4 or 5 yards. So Washington will get it again. Not the start at all that you want if you're a Giants fan like myself. Washington's defensive line is going to be an issue all game long. They're an issue for every other team. Meanwhile, we got Mike effing White driving for the Jets here. Oh, that's picked. Oh, it was almost picked. Dropped slant pass. It wasn't necessarily Mike White's fault. Just flipped over the Jets really quick. Mike White tries to throw a dart. It looks like that was to Corey Davis, I think. Or no, that was to the tight end. Hit Conklin. A little bit behind him, but still hits him in the chest. Should have been picked. Two Vikings fighting over the interception, and they drop it. So Jets get a break there. Zerline coming on to kick a bomb for the Jets. Oh, tough start for the Giants. Bad turnover, and then the next offensive drive was just horrendous. The turnover drive was somehow better. The Jets equalize on the Vikings with kicking a field goal, 3-3 in Minnesota. Saw the Eagles took an early lead. A lot of football left. Not going to panic, but the Giants got to get, they got to start figuring out some way to handle other teams' good defensive players on the defensive line. Like, Daniel Jones shouldn't have fumbled. Got it, no doubt. But these plays are just not even, they don't even get started because they can't block any talented defensive line the Giants can't block. That's still the issue. That's still the problem. Any talented defensive line, the Giants are unable to block them. If you have average guys in the D-line, the Giants have a chance. But the problem is the rest of the division, including the Giants' strength is their defensive line, have elite defensive lines. Philadelphia, Washington, obviously, we're seeing, without Chase Young, even are causing problems. Dallas, you don't have to get started on all the issues they caused the Giants on the defensive line. So the pressure, the elite talent on opposing teams' defensive fronts has really caused the Giants issues. And it's not one guy or the other. It's just the whole unit. There's weak links in the unit, and it causes issues and just ruins drives too often. Maybe the defense can make a play, force a mistake out of Taylor Heineke. First and 10 for Washington. You got to stop the run. You got to stop the run today and make Heineke air it out. Play action from Heineke, just as I say that. And he completes to Jahan Dotson for a first down. Right, just as I say that, and just knew it was going to be a complete pass right after I said that. Little in route from Jahan Dotson. Giants playing zone coverage. Julian Love just a stride late, breaking on the ball there. Couldn't make a play. And Dotson holds on to it. Giants do get a little bit of pressure, but Heineke gets rid of it in time. First down. Handoff is to Brian Robinson, who just bumbles forward for 5 or 6. Guy's got good strength, good power. Obviously, I don't need to mention that he was shot in the offseason. Or did I just do that? I think I just did that. Heineke's 5-1 on the season as a Washington starter. Should have been starting from day one. Everyone with a brain would have told you that. Giants getting marched on. Can't make any plays on offense either. 2nd and 5 for Washington. Handoff is to Robinson. Keeps the legs churning forward. He might even have a first down there. Horrendous first 10 minutes to this game if you're a Giants fan. Yeah, man. Saddle, just hit copy or share on the actual stream you're watching right now. Copy link, and you can just send it to your whoever. I'd appreciate that. Thank you. Make sure you hit that like button too. 3-0. Brian Robinson, finally, the Giants get a good play, a negative play in the run game. And Brian Robinson maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 2nd and 10 for Washington. Part of the issue the Giants run into is they do play this bend but don't break defense. And their offense just isn't explosive enough to catch up from, 2 possessions late in games. They're just not. So, even just giving up points is still not okay when your offense isn't, able to move down the field quickly. It takes hours. Just a simple underneath route, check down to Logan Thomas, and it's a first down for Washington. Just easy play for Taylor Heineke to dump it off to Logan Thomas. He chuck blocks, chips a little bit. Michael McFadden didn't see him release. Then he finally upends him, but Logan Thomas holds on to the ball. Tough beginning. No good positives to take from the beginning of this game so far. Gonna need a Washington mistake at some point. Handoff is to, who is that? Antonio Gibson. He gets about 5 or 6. Just consistent forward movement for Washington inside the 20s so far until they get to the goal line area. So we'll see if the Giants are able to get that stop. We need an interception at some point or a fumble. Washington already got their gift. Daniel Jones fumbles on the first drive of the game. Can't make it up. Get all excited for football every week, and then you turn it over in your first possession. It's like, why do I care about this? Here we go. We love it too much. 2nd and 5. Heineke tries to get it out to the flats to Gibson, and it's incomplete. Giants had good coverage there. A little bit of pressure in Heineke's face. Had to get rid of it. Incomplete. 3rd and 5. Big play. Giants have not allowed a first quarter touchdown on defense in their last 4 games. That's interesting. Good game plan to start the game, in the red zone especially. Heineke dumps it off, and it's complete to Terry McLaurin. He breaks a tackle, and he goes into the end zone for a touchdown. What a play. Heineke, improvisation, was about to get sacked. Throws it behind McLaurin. What a great catch from Scary Terry. And the Washington football team go up 9-0. Damn. So close getting home to Heineke here, and he just flicks his wrist, gets it out to the flats, steps up. Oh. Charles Leno just got a piece. If it looked like Jihad Ward there, tough. 9-0. We'll wait to see if Joey Slye can tack it on. He can. 10-0. Game started at 1 o'clock, New York Giants. Game started at 1 o'clock. Game started at 1 p.m. Someone alert Brian Daboll and the New York Football Giants. Like, not only do the Giants not get home for the sack there, which they were close. Okay, fair enough. Taylor Heineke made the right move, stepped up in the pocket at the right time. But just a missed tackle in space on Terry McLaurin, and he walks it into the end zone. Can't get much worse. So let's look at it from that perspective. If you're gonna rate how the game you wanted it to start, it couldn't have been much worse. We have a turnover, start the game. Then we have a Washington field goal. Okay, they hold them to a field goal. Yay, moral victory. Still allowed points on your first drive. Then you have an ugly 3-and-out thanks to a terrible offensive line play on second and 10 or second and 9, whatever it was. That drive goes 3-and-out, and then you get it marched on the next drive. So whenever you want to make a response, whenever you want to wake up and act like you're involved in the football game today, Giants, like that would be nice. Like, this is getting ridiculous now. They shouldn't need this big slap in the face every time. It's getting ridiculous. We need points like immediately. The defense doesn't look good. The secondary is extremely banged up, obviously. No Adoree Jackson, no Darnay Holmes. Et cetera, et cetera. They do have Fabian Moreau back, who's decent, but, like, you can't rely on Fabian Moreau to be cornerback 1 against Terry McLaurin and all these Washington weapons today and expect to get out scot-free. We already saw that. I think it was Moreau that missed the tackle on McLaurin. So it's time. Now is the time. If you want to respond, if you want to act like this season is worth a damn, and the first 2 months were not just some tease, New York Giants, go out there and put points on the board immediately. I don't care how you have to do it. I don't care if they bring back this kick right now. Do it. It's getting crazy. It's getting disgusting. I'm not trying to just freak out. Can we just wake up? Can we just wake up? We're 13 minutes into the game here. Haven't made one positive play. You want to say that holding them to 3 there was some type of moral victory? Whatever. I don't care. Their defense is causing negative, disruptive plays. Our defense does not do that. We let the other team move the ball down the field, and then we hope to get a stop in the red zone. And we were not able to do that time, and we allowed 3 the first drive. And that's why you can't keep playing this bend but don't break, because eventually you give up 3 field goals and 20 minutes of time of possession, and then all of a sudden they break a tackle and they're in the end zone. O-line has not covered themselves in glory to start. Absolutely not, Esteban. Mark Glowinski got burned. Fabian Moreau just couldn't make the tackle, man. I think he goes for the ball there instead of making the tackle. Has to wrap up. Touchback on the kick, and when the Giants will have the ball here. It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up. Right now is the time. Play action for Jones. He dumps it off to Darius Slayton. Gets about 7 or 8. The bootleg. Slayton comes in motion on the jet sweep to get him running quickly to the flats. And he's the first man out there. This simple 8-yard completion for Jones. Good way to start the drive. Daniel Jones much better outside the pocket, as they're showing on Fox right now. His numbers are pretty good outside the pocket. Handoff is to Barkley. Makes a man miss in the hole. Gets a first down. The Washington football team are going. The Commanders, excuse me. They are going for the football. They are trying to go for strips. They almost had one on Barkley there. Giants need to hold on to the rock. This team is going for strips. They're going for the ball. Daniel Jones needs to clutch that thing tight if he takes off next time, obviously. 1st and 10 after the first down run from Barkley. Handoff is to Barkley again. Washington just run commits. Barkley's lucky enough to get 1 or 2 on the play. Eventually, you want to see the Giants take a shot down the field It's hard when you're down 10-0 already. You just can't. You put yourself in such a tight spot. You got to be conservative, and yet you got to get points on the board somehow. So let's see it. Should be just about the last play, maybe the second to last play of the first quarter. 2nd and 8. Giants at their own 40-yard line. Play action again. Jones looking, steps up, accelerates. Daniel Jones breaks a tackle, holds on to the football this time, and it's a big run. There is a flag on the play. Holding on the defense. It's a first down for the New York Giants. A big run for Daniel Jones. It was very similar to the first down play they ran to start the drive with Darius Slayton. They get Slayton jet sweeping to see if they Jones can, and then Jones just puts his foot in the ground, sees a seam, breaks a little bit of a tackle, and runs as hard as he can. The good acceleration from Jones. He's got to hold on to the football at the tail end of these plays. He's got to finish out each play. He does there. Now, pretty much in Gano range. Big run from Daniel Jones. Jones slings it out to the flat to Saquon Barkley. Gets about 3 or 4 and then gets knocked out of bounds. I love these Giants uniforms, man. These are my favorite uniforms. I would wear them every week. Absolutely wear them every week. Don't care. First quarter will come to an end. The score is 10-0 Washington, but the Giants finally have something cooking here after a big Daniel Jones rush. Let's look at the stats. Taylor Heinicke was very good in that first quarter. Absolutely, he was. That touchdown pass was big. 6 of 9 for 66 yards and a touchdown so far for Heinicke. So he's played very well. Brian Robinson, 6 carries for 33 yards in that first quarter. Giants got to tighten up that run defense. Otherwise, they've been spreading it around receiver-wise. Daniel Jones, 3 for 3, 11 yards passing, but he does have 35 yards rushing in the first quarter. Obviously, the fumble was huge. But they're driving now. You got to hold on to the football. No bad holding penalties to start. No penalties to start when we come back to start the second quarter. I can't have a false start or a holding penalty to start this quarter. That will just drive me up the wall. Stay in field goal range. Make this a 4-quarter battle now. You're down 10-0 to start the game when you had the ball first. Let's take a look around the league really fast. Steelers beating the Falcons 3-0. Bears up on the Packers 10-0. Lions beating the Jags 14-3. Jets and Vikings 3-3 in the first quarter. Titans and Eagles 7-6. Eagles in that game. Broncos Ravens 3-0. Broncos and Texans Browns 3-0. Texans. So a lot of football left to play. Not a lot of scoring going on. I think the Commanders are the high scoring team. Actually, no, Detroit has 2 touchdowns. So got to rebound here and score a touchdown. The play calling's been good. Daniel Jones running with the ball. A little bit of over pursuit from that Washington defense on that run play. 21-yard rush that was from Daniel Jones. Here we go. 2nd and 8. Second quarter about to begin. Rest of the Giants' whole offense in that first quarter was Daniel Jones running the football, which may not be sustainable, especially when he's putting it on the ground, fumbling like he did on the first drive. 2nd and 8. Jones makes a man miss, holds onto it, spins forward, gets about 4 or 5. Look, that was athletic looking from Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is really running around like an option QB right now. It's crazy. 3rd and 5. Big play. Let's see if the Giants can sustain a drive instead of kicking a really long field goal, which it would be right now. No way are they completing that for a first down. He dumps it off to Richie James. Gets hit as soon as he catches it at the line of scrimmage. The offensive line is getting bullied, man. They have to run. The Giants have to run this short pass game and this misdirection crap because they can't block. They just can't block. I mean, I know Washington has a 48-yard attempt for Graham Gano. This has to go in. And it does. Thank God. I didn't think that was going in off his foot. It did go in. And the Giants answer with a field goal. Ooh, 10-3. That was nerve-wracking. I didn't like that drive, the end of that drive especially. They can't block on the interior, and really the exterior too, but certainly the interior. Like when you're getting pressure in your face, you just blow up the whole drive. They have to run these little bootleg sweeps to like one receiver routes, max protect. Just doesn't work for like long, sustainable drives. Jets defense has Kirk Cousins a little bit perplexed, it looks like, early on. Yeah, it's a disgusting duck from Kirk Cousins. There's a flag on the play. Can the Giants defense get a quick 3-and-out? You're never going to win if Heineke's driving the ball the whole game like this. So when are you going to step up and get off the field early? Who's going to get a sack? Somebody force a fumble. They look more aggressive. They look like the aggressor so far on both sides of the ball in the trenches. So we need to sort that out. Basically, Giants have 3 points because Daniel Jones ran for 21 yards, broke a tackle, and had a nice little burst of speed in the middle of the field and held on to the ball. And that's how they were able to get into field goal range. Not a whole lot else. Saquon Barkley's averaging about 3-point-something yards a carry. Not a lot. Darius Slayton has 1 reception. Richie James has 1 reception for -1 yard. So that's about a standard Richie James line right there. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Get a stop. Get a stop. I do not like how effectively Washington's moving the football on us right now. It's like, oh, Daniel Jones fumbled. Otherwise, Giants would be fine right now. If Daniel Jones isn't running right now, if he wasn't mobile and at least taking the risk of running for first downs, we would be so bad on offense. And that's all season. Like, his legs have really, the games we've won, he's been able to run the football. Graham Gano puts the kick through the back of the end zone. The beautiful red end zone. I'll say it again. It's beautiful every time I look at it. All 4 teams currently in the playoffs that are in the NFC East right now. That'll kind of even itself out because obviously you have the game today, Commanders, Giants. They have to play again in Washington. Or Maryland, excuse me. And then you have the Eagles. The Giants have to play the Eagles twice still. So, and I'm sure there's other games internally too. So that probably won't sustain for the rest of the season. Heineke in the shotgun. Giants showing blitz. Handoff is to Brian Robinson. And he gets through a hole, gets about 5 yards on first down. The run defense hasn't been up to snuff for me. They're getting blocked up. Traylon Burks got absolutely destroyed in a touchdown catch. He definitely has a concussion. That was ugly. 2nd and 5. Heineke drops back. Giants get pressure, and finally they get a sack. Justin Ellis. Who the hell is Ellis? Finally, we get a negative play on defense. We needed this so badly. I'm sick of just allowing yardage. Get some plays. Get a sack. Force a fumble. Leonard Williams gets pressure in Heineke's face, collapses the pocket, and then Justin Ellis, the nose tackle or defensive tackle, whatever you want to call him, cleans it up. So 3rd and 13. Big play here. Huge play. Cannot allow a conversion here. Can't allow it. I can't. Screenplay. Not ready for it. Screenplay, not ready for it. Just short. McLaurin just short of the first down at the 34-yard line. That just can't happen. McLaurin just gets like 12 yards on the screenplay. They will punt it. Thank God. Oh my God, that would have pissed me off so badly. They run a simple screen pass to Terry McLaurin. Giants are just playing soft, back up. Richie James is back to returning this punt, too. Like, oh, my God. I'm nervous, man. Worst punt returner in the NFL is back there. Just call for a fair catch. He does call for a fair catch, and he holds on to the ball. So the Giants get a stop. They'll have it at their own 20. They get a sack, which is really the big play of that drive. First big play of the game on defense for the Giants. Justin Ellis cleans up a sack. Let's go. One more score. First drive there where Taylor Heineke did have that one play where he was just panicked a little bit, had nowhere to go, and the pocket collapsed on him, and that really saved the drive. Because somehow on 3rd and 13, the Giants still are not ready for a screen pass, and they allow 12 yards. But they only allowed 12. They played to the sticks. Fair enough. McLaurin almost got the first there. Let's go. Hasn't been the most exciting first half so far. I mean, we had a fumble. Terry McLaurin caught a little ball in the red zone for a touchdown. Otherwise, it's been a little bit sloppy, a little bit of that, cat and mouse game that we expect to see. Somehow Daniel Jones is 4 of 4 for 10 yards passing. That's extremely difficult to do, folks. Complete 4 passes for 10 yards total. I want to see you try to do that in Madden. I bet you couldn't. Bet you'd always get at least 9 or 11, and then you'd go over or under. Let's go. Yeah, Julie. Who the hell is Ellis? I follow this team every day. I've never heard of Ellis. But thank you, buddy. Thank you for your service. I appreciate you. Let's go. Come on. This Commanders' defense has been stout. Play action. Jones airs it out deep downfield. It's complete. Darius Slayton. Let's go. Oh my God, I cannot. The reason I hesitated is because I thought this was going to be offensive pass interference. Darius Slayton, oh my goodness. Let's go. Throw it down to big play Slayton. He does give him the defender a little bit of a shove. He did the same thing against Dallas last week, but the Giants now in Commanders territory. Just like that. Let's go. Big play from Jones. Airs it out down the field. Handoff is to Barkley. He loses 2 yards right away. We're not going to be able to run the rock with Saquon today. Start getting him involved in the passing game. Start making him an extra receiver or something like that. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Start moving Saquon out wide. For some reason, every time Daniel Jones throws it deep to Darius Slayton, something good happens, it feels like. That's the only guy where he trusts to go down there and actually do something against his defensive back. And Darius Slayton has delivered on big plays 2 weeks in a row. Jones play action. Completes to Isaiah Hodgins. Gets knocked out of bounds short of the first down marker. So, big play coming up. 3rd and 6, 3rd and 5. Got to start getting touchdowns, obviously. 3rd and 4, they'll say. Try to get 3, you got to try to get close to the first down marker here and make it a first down. Like, make it 4-down territory is my point. I don't know. Easy for me to say, right? But I need 4-down territory here. We can't just keep kicking field goals. Not going to work. Especially when you get a big play like that from Slayton, you got to convert now. They say 3rd and 7. They brought it back. Jones, flush right. Turns on the burners, gets a first down. Takes a shot, but gets knocked out of bounds. Daniel Jones, baby. He's got the legs today. The speed. Big first down with his legs. They just keep bootlegging him, and he's fast enough to get around the edge. Loving what I'm seeing from DJ with the legs. I can't believe that wasn't a hold. I can't believe that wasn't a hold on Daniel Bellinger. He does just enough to get Daniel Jones out in space and lets him turn the corner. I thought it was definitely going to be brought back for a hold there, but we'll take it. We'll take it. Handoff to Barkley. Barkley breaks a tackle and he's in the end zone. Saquon Barkley into the end zone for a touchdown, and the Giants answer and tie it up. And just like that, we're back, baby. Let's go. Let's go. We're awake now. We're awake. We just needed a little bit of slap in the face. What did I say? We just needed a little slap in the face. Finally, a nice hole opens up for Saquon on the interior. Nick Gates, good block there, along with Glowinski, it looked like. On the interior, clear a path for Saquon. He just hits the hole and goes. Touchdown, Giants. Let's see if Gano can add the extra point. He does, and we have a tie football game in New Jersey, baby. Let's go. NFC Beast football. This is what it's about. Darius Slayton gets away with a PI. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I got to be honest with you guys. And I'm not trying to be a hater. I'll take it. I'm a Giants fan. I love it. I love the benefit of the doubt. There are 2 plays on this drive that in previous games, I just don't know if the Giants get those calls. The Slayton catch, unbelievable play, right, from Slayton, because the only way he's making that play is if he does what he does, which is kind of grab the DB and kind of just escort him to the side subtly enough so the referee doesn't make the call. But I've seen that called. I wouldn't have been shocked if they called offensive PI on Slayton on that bomb. We get away with that one. And then the 3rd and 5 play, Jones, when he picks up the first down with his legs, I thought there was a hold on Daniel Bellinger. I'm not going to complain. I'm just saying, we got to be careful. These are the type of plays that will come back to get us in the second half. The referees will start blowing their whistle, I promise. So just 2 things I want to note. But that being said, 10-10 after going down 10-0, and you're at home, and now the momentum is purely on your side, absolutely purely in your favor. You've already bounced back from an early mistake from Daniel Jones and a fumble. The defense gave up a touchdown, then you respond with 10 points. You love to see it. Jones looks really fresh Esteban running the football. He just looks he looks faster than even like previous games that I've seen him. 5 carries for 48 yards rushing for Daniel Jones with 9 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Jones hit Darius Slayton on a 55-yard completion. And that's makes up for he has 71 yards passing, 55 of that coming on that bomb to Slayton. But you know what? We take it. We need those type of plays. Slayton is a big play receiver, clearly. And we need to start giving him those jump ball opportunities more often. Because clearly the guy at least knows how to manipulate the defensive backs and not get called for pass interference somehow. And Saquon, for fantasy owners, hasn't done anything up until this point, and then he just hits a hole at the 13-yard line, gets a touchdown. So you love that if you're a fantasy owner. You love that if you're a Giants fan. 8:49 remaining second quarter. We're awake now. It took us a second. All right, it takes us a second on Sunday sometimes, you know. You like to have fun on Saturday nights occasionally. But Sunday, we're back for the Giants. Gano puts it through the back of the end zone on a line. I was dangerously close to going out of bounds, but somehow it is a touchback. Heineke will come out. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. We're doing every Giant game for the remainder of the year. This is the biggest one remaining until next week. If we win this, until next week. But 10-10, you spotted them 10 points at home. You rebound enough to get it back to 0-0 right now. So that's where you want to be. Let's go. Another stop, more stops, sacks. I want sacks. I want negative plays for the Washington Commanders. Do not let Brian Robinson run for 200 yards today. Good run defense there. They stuffed the run. Jalen Smith. I think that's why Jalen Smith is playing for the New York Giants. He's easily their best run defending linebacker. In terms of coverage, they cannot cover. Their linebackers cannot cover. That's just a fact. Second and 9. Heineke play action. All day to throw. Zips it over the middle, and it's complete to Terry McLaurin. The Giants are going to have to, come on, we're going to have to get rid of, let anybody else beat you but McLaurin today. Fabian Moreau giving him a huge cushion. Just a little in-breaking route. Pinnock is just a second slow to get there. McLaurin comes back for the ball. Good timing on that. A little bit of a lollipop, but they get the completion. What's up, Ron? How's it going, man? First and 10 for Washington at their own 45 after the completion of McLaurin. 8 of 11, 98 yards and a touchdown for Heineke. Again, Terry McLaurin on that in-breaking route, and Pinnock just misses the ball again. McLaurin and Heineke have a good synergy. Heineke trusts McLaurin. He just delivers the ball to him as much as he can. You're going to have to stop. You're going to have to stop Terry McLaurin if you're going to win this game. He's got 60 yards receiving already. These are simple catches. They're not like it's not like he's mossing anybody. He's just turning around wide open. A lot of cushion they're giving him. Second and 1 now. Washington in Giants territory. Robinson gets about a yard. It looks like he might have got the first down. He did. So 6:30 remaining. First down for Washington. They're driving here. Where will Aaron Judge sign? Good question. I still think he comes back to the Yankees. I just think he's just going to get a ridiculous contract to come back to the Yankees. Obviously, San Francisco is in the equation, but I think he's kind of using them to drive the number up. I don't think he's going to leave. First and 10, 6 minutes remaining. Heineke dumps it off into the flats, And a nice tackle is made by Julian Love. Good defense there from the Giants. They lose a yard on that completion. 2nd and 11 now. Heineke throws ducks, man. I mean, he has good anticipation. Heineke throws ducks. He has good anticipation. He knows how to read the defense. And the offensive line is blocking really well for Washington on pass plays for the most part. But the ball doesn't look good coming out of his hand. And that's why he probably didn't get drafted very high. He swings it out to the flats again. Robinson breaks a tackle. Giants swarm to the ball. And Robinson gets about 4 or 5. So it'll be 3rd down. Huge play here. Washington trying to go no huddle, it looks like. Come on. Somebody make a play. Force a mistake. Force a mistake. Third and 7. Heineke. Giants send the pressure. Incomplete. They call a flag. They throw a flag. Holding on Fabian Moreau, and they get a 1st down. Damn. McLaurin is causing all types of issues. It's a little bit soft. His hands are all over him, but it's a little bit soft. It's not like he's holding him. His hands are on him, but he's not like grabbing onto his jersey like that. Still, can't do it. 1st and 10. 4:44 remaining, 2nd quarter after the holding penalty on Moreau. We need to force a turnover. We're getting more pressure. Gibson stumbles forward for 5 or 6 yard gain on 1st down. Combination of Terry McLaurin against our backup defensive backs and Brian Robinson and this offensive line is just causing enough problems to keep for Washington to stay on the field and keep this defense on the field for the Giants. We need a turnover. Somebody make a play. Somebody hit somebody hard. 2nd and 4. Handoff to Gibson. He stumbles, still gets a 1st down. Guys falling in the backfield, and still we're getting no pressure. The defensive line needs to step up for the Giants. They need to step up. Nobody makes a play in the backfield on a run play for this Giants defense. Just nobody. I don't want to hear it anymore. Come on. Play some run defense. They're milking the whole clock here. 1st and 10 for Heineke. Hands it off to Gibson to the outside. Stiff arms. Leonard Williams makes a man miss. Somehow gets back to the line of scrimmage. Just right there, Leonard Williams could have had a 4-yard negative play. And somehow Antonio Gibson breaks a tackle and gets back to the line of scrimmage. And those are the type of plays that keep you in drives if you're a football team. Washington's, that play was just nothing now. Instead of a net negative, it was a net neutral. Nothing. 2nd and 10. Washington's going to bring this all the way down to the 2-minute warning, it looks like. Heineke in the shotgun. Gets it out to the flats, incomplete. He takes a shot just as he throws it from Kayvon Thibodeau. Thibodeau, once again, close to getting that sack. Just misses it. It's the 2nd quarter, Saddle. It's almost the second half. Almost halftime. We got about 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. 3rd and 10. Washington has it at the Giant 29-yard line, so they are in field goal range. Big play here though. See if the Giants can get off the field. 3rd and 10. Heineke shotgun. Giants send some pressure. Heineke off his back foot. Incomplete. And then they throw the flag again on Fabian Moreau. It's getting ridiculous. He's got his hands all over McLaurin. Every third down, they're just flinging it in McLaurin's way. This third string cornerback just can't keep his hands off of him and turn around. Oh, they picked up the flag. Let's go. So they pick up the flag. I can't believe it. 42-yard attempt now for Joey Sly. That is a huge, I'm telling you right now, like, we need to figure out Terry McLaurin and how we're going to handle him in the second half. Can't be giving them flag opportunities. Joey Sly puts the field goal through, and Washington regains the lead, 13-10. All things considered, after what I just thought was about to happen, which was going to be a shitty holding penalty on third down, they pick it up and they have to kick. So the Giants have 2-minute drill now. Let's go. Answer again. I would like a touchdown and then give them the ball back with like 5 seconds left. That would be my glory run right now. Let's see it. Yeah, Terry is an issue, especially when the Giants are on their like fourth string cornerback. It's just a horrible combination. He's just getting it flung in his direction, and either the DB is panicking at the last minute or he's wide open. So Wink Martindale's going to have to figure that out in the second half. How are they going to deal with Terry McLaurin? And he's got to have to talk to these defensive backs, and they have to stop holding. Like, they have to stop holding. While I think that was a good decision to pick up that flag on Moreau right there, it could have been called. I wouldn't have been, like, pissed at the refs for calling that. I saw it in real time. Guy wasn't looking at the ball. He does put his hands on him. I don't know if McLaurin's making that play. CT bye-bye. What does that mean? Let me know what that means. Oh, let's go. 2:28 remaining, second quarter. Giants down 3. Yeah, San Francisco could definitely get Judge. I think it's possible. I don't know if it really comes down to what his preferences are. I still think, for whatever reason, as a neutral, as somebody whose team is not going to get Aaron Judge, as a Met fan, I think he's going to stay in New York and stay with the Yankees. But if he doesn't, he's going to San Francisco. I think that's that obvious. I think those are the two main options for Aaron Judge. We are going to be taking a little bit of an intermission at halftime, so I could use the restroom to recharge the batteries, get ready for an electric second half that should be coming up, because I think the second half is a season definer for the Giants. Ron Rivera is furious that they picked up that flag. Hot takes for the second half. My hot take is the New York Giants are going to find a way to win this game. That's all I care about right now. Gary Brightwell on the kick return gets to the 25. That's all I care about. I don't care if Daniel Jones has to run for 300 yards. I don't care if Saquon Barkley has to turn up in the second half. I don't care if they need 3 pick sixes. Just get it done. There's no takes other than they need to figure out how to stop Terry McLaurin and continue to move the ball like they have the last couple of drives. Daniel Jones' numbers look pretty good. 6 of 6, 71 yards, 5 rushes, 48 yards. He does have a fumble lost on the option play. Handoff is to Barkley. Looking for a hole. Finds it. Saquon gets out of bounds. 9-yard gain on 1st and 10. And yes, Ron, I can see Judge in San Francisco, but I also I think they're his second choice right now. I think that he's trying to get a big offer from the Yankees. He's playing hardball, as he should. It'll be a long, drawn-out saga. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. There are a lot of people that watch that are not subscribed. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. I promise you I don't have your data once you subscribe. Otherwise, what's the reason for not subscribing? Click of a button. Takes 2 seconds. Two-minute drill. We got the 2-minute warning here. In the second quarter, the Giants have 2nd and 1 after the Barkley handoff. Plenty of time to put points on the board. Got 3 timeouts. Something the Giants probably, every NFL team should be practicing weekly is the 2-minute drill. So let's see it. Let's take a look around the league really quickly. Pittsburgh's beating Atlanta 13-6. Denver and Baltimore are in a rock fight 3-3. The Green Bay Packers are losing 16-3. Jacksonville is losing 23. Wow, some terrible games. It's 5-0 Houston over Cleveland. Philly's beating Tennessee 14-7, and the Vikings are beating the Jets 10-3. Let's take a quick Mike White look. 9 of 16, 73 yards and a pick. He'll be all right. He's still better than Wilson. It's the best you got. But really, yeah, some really bad football games on right now. This is the closest game along with the Broncos and the Ravens, which is tied at 3, which is a terrible game. We got Eli Manning at the game today. Here we go. 2-minute drill. 2nd and 1. Giants run QB sneak. Jones gets like 4 or 5 yards on QB sneak. Clock is continuing to run. Minute 50 remaining. Delayed handoff to Barkley. He just gets tripped up. Could have been a big play. Still have 3 timeouts. No reason to hurry. They just dump it out to Barkley in the flats. Barkley gets the first down, goes out of bounds. Minute 14 remaining here, second quarter. 13-10 Commanders. Giants driving. 2-minute drill time. Wow. I don't know if that could have been the worst coverage I've ever seen from the Titans. A.J. Brown was just wide open. Jones in the shotgun. Both teams with 162 yards of offense. Very even game. Even half so far. Barkley has room to run. Turns on the burners. Gets to the outside. Dances and goes out of bounds. Wow. Nice. This 2-minute drill is very, very nice. They're running the ball. When Washington thinks they're just going to drop back and throw it, Saquon has good jets today. The delayed handoff, he's knowing to get out of bounds, stop the clock. They still have 3 timeouts. So now you're thinking touchdown if you're the Giants. They give it to Barkley again. Makes a man miss. Goes down behind the line of scrimmage. They'll have to. They keep running the ball in the 2-minute drill. Obviously, you have 3 timeouts, but it feels like they're just trying to play for a field goal here. Jones dumps it off to Matt Breida this time. Matt Breida makes the catch, gets out of bounds. 39 seconds remaining. 3rd down coming up. 3rd and 10. Down 3. Jones, 8 of 8, 80 yards throwing the ball. 6 carries, 52 yards. He does have a lost fumble. Saquon Barkley now at 11 carries for 60 yards and a touchdown. So his half is picked up considerably on this drive alone. Jones in the shotgun on 3rd and 10. Let's see how conservatively the Giants play it. Jones completes. Hodgins breaks a tackle close to the 1st down. First down for Isaiah Hodgins. Good fight after the catch. Thought he had no chance of breaking that tackle for a 1st down. He does, and the Giants pick up the yardage. Let's go. 30 seconds remaining in the red zone now. When's the next Knicks live? Need another laugh when you roast the Knicks for not practicing shooting. That's a good question. They're so bad right now. I love the Knicks. I still watch them. The streams don't do as well, but I do want to do another Knick game soon. We'll see. We'll see the next sexy matchup they have that I feel like is a good one to stream. Thank God I didn't stream yesterday, Julie. That would have been rough. But yeah, they still can't shoot. What a play from Isaiah Hodgins to get that 1st down. It's what we need to see. We need to see guys stepping up, making plays. 30 seconds remaining. Quarterback keeper for Jones. Quarterback draw. He gets 4 or 5. Interesting play call. The Giants will use their 2nd timeout. Just don't know why they call that play. Second and 7. Got to protect the ball here. Love how they're moving it on this drive, but you got to punch it in. I want a touchdown, man. Touchdown here is huge for momentum. They're inside the 20. 2nd and 8. Can still get a 1st down. Jones drops back to pass. Dumps it off underneath to Richie James. Holds onto the ball and gets a 1st. Giants will use their 3rd timeout. One of the best second quarters of the season so far, the Giants. Daniel Jones starts the game 10 of 10. Accurate when called upon. No timeouts remaining, so this is a sticky situation. Jones can't take a sack. They say 3rd and goal here. They say Richie James was short. 3rd and 1. Jones keeps it. They got to hurry up and spike it. Jones gets the 1st down. They got to hurry up and spike it. They'll get to the line. And they spike it. So tough situation there because they didn't convert the 1st down. They needed the 1st down. 27-yard attempt for Graham Gano to equalize before half. 5 seconds remaining. We are going to take an intermission at halftime. And it goes through. 13-13 is your score from East Rutherford. Entertaining first half. Two very evenly matched teams, if you ask me. Dabo looks pissed off at something. I have no idea what. So, really quickly, we'll do the stats of the first half. Taylor Heineke, 11 of 16, 110 yards, 1 touchdown. He was sacked once. Brian Robinson, 8 carries, 39 yards. Antonio Gibson, 5 carries, 20 yards. 60 total yards rushing for the Washington Commanders in that half. Terry McLaurin, 60 yards receiving. Really the star on offense for Washington. He did have the lone touchdown for them in that half. Defensively, they had 1 sack from Dayron Payne. They did have a forced fumble from Jonathan Allen, I believe. Giants standouts, Daniel Jones, 10 for 11 throwing the ball, 97 yards in that first half. 56 yards rushing from Daniel Jones, 8 carries. Saquon Barkley also had 60 yards rushing on 11 carries and a touchdown. Receiving-wise, Daniel Jones to Darius Slayton has been the lead receiver in this game in terms of yardage, mainly on that 55-yard bomb down the sideline. That was the biggest play of this half. 2 seconds remaining. Graham Gano is just going to put this one in the air. Commanders will come out and customarily kneel it, I'd assume. And then we're going to take a quick break at halftime. I appreciate you guys joining me. I got to use the restroom. Got some things going on. But we'll be back shortly after this half. And we'll be back for an electric second half. You could tell my energy's down. I'm a little bit shaken up, a little bit rattled this morning. Stayed out a little bit late. But you know what? We're back for the Giants. It's 13-13. Team fought back, spotted them 10 points, answered. Offense is moving the ball pretty well for my liking, so we'll be all right. That is the end of the first half. Taylor Heineke takes a knee, and there's all to play for. It's all to play for in the second half. The Commanders, I keep calling them the football team. The Washington Commanders will have the ball to start the second half, and the defense will need to get a stop right away. Really quickly around the league. I mean, the story of this half, this really was an entertaining half, but it's not a ton to talk about. Daniel Jones looks good running the football. That being said, he fumbled on the first drive, spotted them 3 points. All right, so that swung momentum for a second. Then the Giants get their footing a little bit after allowing a touchdown. Daniel Jones starts running the ball well. He connects on a bomb to Darius Slayton, which looked really good. He's 10 for 11 to start the game throwing. Not a lot of balls down the field. Only that really throw to Slayton was the real down the field shot he took, and he did complete it. So kudos to him there. All to play for in the second half. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. All to play for in the second half. If you're a Giants fan, this is the place to be for the remainder of the season. All right, we're doing every single game. Justin Fields had a nasty touchdown run for the Bears. He's probably the number 1 running quarterback in the league. Got to be honest. But that being said, we're going to take a quick break. I want everyone to just hang out, hang tight, get a beverage, get a snack, go for a walk really quick, and come back and join me for the second half, all to play for against the Commanders. This is it. You don't want to be the 4th best team in your division. No matter what, even if the division is great, the Giants can't lose this and be the 4th best team in their division, because that's what it'll feel like. And it'll just, how good can we possibly be if we're the 4th best team in our division and we can't beat Taylor Heineke at home? You're not really that good of a team if you can't do that. So I'm sorry, we got to do that today. Whole second half to come up on Mikey Hot Takes. Stay tuned. I'll be back soon. Thank you. All right, we're back. Thank you for that. If you're still with us, took a brief intermission. Second half is coming up. I like to take a nice little brief break and just collect my thoughts on what I just watched before I just start rambling the same thing over and over again. That was a dead even half. I don't know how you can make a distinction, one team being better than the other at this point. What I will say, the Giants need to get the passing game going more than this. That 3rd-and-1 play where they just run a quarterback keeper with Daniel Jones with one timeout remaining and you just pretty much have to kick it after that. You'd like to see them try to take a shot in the end zone there. So the play calling there, definitely suspect. Do I suspect the Giants to run away with this game? No, I do not. Do I suspect the Commanders to run away with this game? No, I do not. I think this will come down to the final possession. So again, this is why we're live every single week, because we want to see the organic reaction and my take as it unfolds. Because I don't like to just give you the Monday morning quarterback, the same thing everybody else says. I want it live and direct. One touchdown apiece in that half. Saquon Barkley and Terry McLaurin. The big play of the half coming from Daniel Jones to Darius Slayton, a 55-yard bomb down the sideline. Could have been offensive PI, was not. We ride. Very even half, man. Both teams 13 points. Washington 11 first downs. Giants 12 first downs. Washington 32 offensive plays. Giants 31 offensive plays. Washington 1 penalty for 5 yards. Giants 1 penalty for 5 yards. 1 sack allowed apiece. So it's a dead even game right now. These are two even football teams fighting in the best division in the league. Yes, that's right. I said it. The best division in the league. The NFC Beast. So let's go. Second half is underway. Graham Gano puts the kick in the air. It will be fielded by Antonio Gibson at the 1. He's blown up. Holds on to the football. And the Commanders will start around their own 22-yard line. Here we go. Huge half. Obviously the biggest half of football of the season so far for the New York Giants. This is a huge game at home. You have to beat the Commanders. You have to. Season on the line type of half here. Force a turnover to start the half. Force a 3-and-out to start the half. Heineke will start in the shotgun. He's got Brian Robinson to his left. McLaurin goes in motion. Oh, it's somebody else. Sorry, I don't know who that is. Nice play from Dexter Lawrence. It's Curtis Samuel on the handoff. Dexter Lawrence wraps him up after about a 2-yard gain. Just trying to get a touch for Curtis Samuel, it looks like. They hand it off to him. Huge drive here. 2nd and 8. Maybe 2nd and 7. The Giants have allowed a touchdown, or a score, excuse me, on the opening drive of the second half in 6 straight games. That has to change here. Come on. Cosme, the offensive lineman, is hurt for Washington. He's having to go to the sideline. 2nd and 8. Third quarter just underway here in East Rutherford. Heineke in the shotgun. Play action. Giants get pressure. Heineke steps up. Incomplete. They get enough pressure on Taylor Heineke to have to force him to sling it out wide off of his back foot. He did have a receiver open, but the Giants get good pressure. Dexter Lawrence, I believe, was the first man to get home. And that's what we need to see from the second half. If Dexter Lawrence is going to be that guy, he's going to be that all-pro, you have to be imposing your will. It can't just be a PFF grade and it looks like you won your reps a bunch of times on film. I get that's important. I get that's part of the game. But you need to make impact plays. You need to make negative plays, the games that blow up drives for opposing offenses. That's what Dexter Lawrence just did right there. 3rd and 8. Huge play again. Get off the field. Let's go. Get off the field. Fumble! Ball's out! Giants fall on it at the Washington 20. Let's go! What a play! We'll see who knocked it out. They get a strip sack. Azeez Ojulari falls on the football. But we'll see who gets forced the fumble. That's what we needed. Let's go. Let's go. Let's make sure it's a fumble and not an incomplete pass. Azeez Ojulari has the ball. Does he also knock it loose? First game back for Azeez. It is Azeez Ojulari. He gets the forced fumble and the fumble recovery. That ball is out. Let's go. Let's go. Ball is out. Giants have it at Commander 20-yard line. This is what we needed. Daniel Jones fumbles on the first drive, first half drive. Heineke fumbles on the first drive of the second half. Make your mistakes early, have time to rebound. 20-yard line. You got to score a touchdown here, no doubt about it. Cannot settle for a field goal. Handoff is to Barkley. Makes a man miss in the hole, gets about 2 yards. Does well to get those 2 yards because it didn't look like he had a lot on the ground there. 2nd and 8. In the red zone. We need a touchdown so badly here. It would be so sweet. Let's go. Azeez Ojulari, first game back. Thank you. That is what we needed. We need those type of plays from our defensive players. Thank you, Azeez Ojulari. Looking like a prime OCU manure on that strip sack. Just speed, downhill, get to the quarterback on his last step, and hit that ball loose right before he's able to make the throw. Jones dumps it off Daniel Bellinger. Daniel Bellinger turns it upfield, gets close. Will be about 2 yards shy of a first down, so it'll be 3rd and 2 in the red zone. Let's go. 3rd and 4. Third and 4. They say he stepped out. I guess they marked the spot as a little further back than I thought. Looked like a 3rd and 2. Barkley motions into the backfield. Jones, keeper. Nowhere to go. He cuts inside. Daniel Jones holds onto the football and gets a first down. Daniel Jones with his legs. Let's go, Danny. Looked like he had nothing. I thought he had nowhere to go. I thought he was just going to run out of bounds. We were going to kick our field goal. Typical Giants. Settle for 3. Nope. Jones puts his foot in the ground, gets a block from Andrew Thomas and Daniel Bellinger. Love to see it. Good job from them. And Jones has a 1st and goal situation. Let's go, baby. Got to punch it in. Got to punch it in. Saquon, I don't care if you need to do a 360 backflip, jump 50 inches in the air. I don't care. Daniel Jones, I don't care if you need to run through somebody. Let's do it. Barkley, handoff. Nowhere to go. Stuffed at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. We're just far enough out where it's definitely not a punch-in situation. You're going to have to get creative. Daniel Jones might have to make a read or, run the ball again. He's been running the ball so well today. Daniel Jones, 63 yards rushing on 9 carries. Still leads the team in rushing. He's 11 of 12 for 102 yards throwing. Jones to Hodgins, touchdown, Giants. Let's go, baby. Let's go. That's how you start the half. You force a turnover, and then you punch it in. Daniel Jones, a nice throw to a big target. Isaiah Hodgins, who looks like a nice little pickup for the Giants. He looks like Kenny Golladay, except with a little bit of gas in his legs, a little bit of juice. He's got some size. He obviously has to prove himself at the NFL level. Runs a nice little route right there, little out route, zig route, whatever you want to call it. And then he tells him he's too small. 19-13. We'll wait to see if Graham Gano can put this through for the extra point. Electric start to the second half. Brian Daboll gets exactly what he wanted out of the second half. The Giants make it 20-13. Let's go, baby. Let's go. After going down 10-0, the Giants have scored 20. It's been 20-3 since the 10-0 start for Washington. So the momentum has shifted greatly in this football game from the first quarter to now. But we need one more stop and one more score. and then we could actually start to believe that this is going somewhere positive. Daniel Jones is playing great outside of that fumble on the first drive. And what did I say? I always, like, if you're going to have that mistake, have it on the first drive. I know you never want to have mistakes. Yep, three more like that. Let's go, Saddle. I'm pumped up. That's as good a start to the half as you could possibly imagine on all fronts. The third down run from Daniel Jones on that drive was amazing. It didn't look like he had anywhere to go. It was a designed quarterback keeper, just running to the left. And he looked like he had nowhere to go, but he does put his foot in the ground. He has that burst, man. And Isaiah Hodgins, I believe that's his first touchdown as a Giant. He's having a nice little game. 3 catches, 22 yards. He's had some big catches, a first down conversion, and now a touchdown. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Giant fans. Yep, that's the first career receiving touchdown for Isaiah Hodgins. Let's go. Let's go, baby. See a lot of people liking Isaiah Hodgins. Daniel Jones having a really nice day so far. He's only got 1 incomplete pass. Obviously, the yardage isn't crazy, but he hasn't thrown an interception. 12 of 13, 108 yards throwing, 63 yards rushing. Justin Fields is balling for the Bears too, man. They got a guy in Justin Fields for sure. First career touchdown for Isaiah Hodgins. Gano on to kick, 20-13. Third quarter, 11:34 remaining. Tons of football left. Obviously, that start to the half couldn't be better. Couldn't have been a better start to the half. Ooh, Graham Gano kicks it to the corner again. What? It's a coffin corner. Look at this coverage. Gibson takes it out, and somehow he gets it to the 4 or 5, but elite field position. He waited to see if the ball would go out of bounds. Graham Gano kicks it to the corner. It bounces at like the 2-yard line inbounds. Antonio Gibson waits to see if it will go out of bounds, which, you know, it's a risk, and the risk did not pay off on this occasion for him. Pays off for the Giants because he picks it up, has to pick it up inbounds, almost gets dragged down in the end zone for a safety, and now they'll have it at the 4 or 5. Heineke under center, deep in his own territory. Hands it off to Brian Robinson. Good patient. He's a good runner, man. I like Brian Robinson Jr., no doubt. Obviously a tough guy. Everyone knows his story at this point if you're following the NFL, especially if you're a Commanders fan. 2nd and 5 on the 5-yard gain. Would have liked to have seen a nice little stuff there and keep them backed up. But they do have some breathing room now in terms of field position and room to operate without worrying for a safety or anything like that. 2nd and 5. 10:55 remaining. Third quarter. Taylor Heineke under center. They get some motion to the left. Dotson goes in motion. Handoff is to Robinson. He's got a big hole. He gets into the secondary, and Julian Love drags him down, but not before he picks up a first and about 15 yards. So run defense, sloppy there. Huge gain for Brian Robinson on 2nd and 5. And Julian Love just makes the tackle, but nobody near the line of scrimmage even close to Brian Robinson on that one. He's averaging about 5.6 yards a carry so far, Brian Robinson. Handoff again is to Brian Robinson. He gets to the outside, gets 4 or 5. Finally, they take him off the field. I don't want to see any more of him. 2nd and 5, again, because they keep picking up 5 yards of carry on first and 10. Heineke in the shotgun. Handoff is to Antonio Gibson. He's upended just short of the first down marker. So it'll be 3rd and short. Big play. Both teams running the ball effectively. Absolutely. Giants have 125 yards rushing. Washington has 86. But it feels like Washington is just, they're getting 5 yards of carry. They haven't been able to break many big runs. The Giants have had a couple more explosive runs. But I feel like Washington has been just as consistent, if not more, going forward, running the ball so far. 3rd and 1, huge play. You get a stop here. You really take the game by the scruff of the neck. I'm not expecting a stop. Yep, Brian Robinson just too strong. I don't think they're going to say they stopped him there. It'll be a first down. They needed a yard, he gets a yard and an inch. We need a pick or another strip sack. There's too much time in the game, though. Like, Washington's not panicking. They're going to run the ball. Handoff again is to Robinson. This time the Giants do get some push on the interior defensive line. Ooh, it looks like Robinson is hurt. No, he's not. He's fine. He might be a little bit shaken up. He's coming off the field now. 2-yard gain on first down. 2nd and 8. 7:45 remaining third quarter. It's a huge possession. Washington's still in their own territories. So these two teams will play again in 2 weeks. So the Commanders have a bye week. Then they play the Giants again at home. They call a false start there on Washington. That's big. We need to back them up so they can't run the ball as effectively and just take chunk yardage. 2nd and 13. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. We're powering through today. Maybe we're a little bit tired, but we're powering through. Giants are on TV. Football's on TV. We're not complaining. Let's go. 20-13, 7 minutes remain. Heineke in the shotgun. 2nd and 13. Complete to Terry McLaurin for a first down. Giants sent the blitz. Heineke was ready for it and gets out to his hot route, Terry McLaurin. Big pickup for the Washington Commanders. Got him, Terry McLaurin in the run game has definitely been effective so far. Delayed handoff right up the middle to Gibson, who gets about 4 or 5. Mondo, number 96. Some of these defensive linemen, interior defensive linemen that the Giants have rotating in, I have no idea. I've never heard of these guys. And I follow this team my whole life. Maybe I'm not that nerdy about it, but geez. 2nd and 6. Heineke's 12 of 18, 125 yards and a touchdown. He's definitely been solid. 2nd and 6. Come on, make a play. Broken tackle from Curtis Samuel, and he picks up a first down. They get some pressure inside. Oh, there's a flag. Let's go. Bring it back. Block in the back. Come on, bring it back. Holding on Logan Thomas. 2 penalties on this drive on Logan Thomas. He had a false start, and now he has a holding penalty. We needed that because it was a nice run from Curtis Samuel. Or is a block in the back? Looked like a block in the back, yeah. 2nd and 16. Oh, come on. Commanders have taken a lot of time off the clock here and haven't gone that far. They've had like a 6-minute drive and they've gone like 20 yards. Still 2nd and 16. Heineke. Oh, he's hit as he throws. Ball's in the air. Incomplete. Or was fumbled and picked up by the Washington offensive line. What? Who knocked down Taylor Heineke there? What a hit on his arm. Jihad Ward hits the ball out of Taylor Heineke's hand. It goes flying up in the air. Could have been a fumble. Could have been the second strip sack of the half. Jihad Ward makes a play there. Let's go. Definitely could have been a fumble. 3rd and 21. It was a fumble. Got to get a stop now. 3rd and 21. If they pick this up, I'm devastated. Screen pass. Curtis Samuel, short of the first down. Let's go. Good defense, baby. The strip sack by Jihad Ward ends the drive. There's a bad bad block in the back from Logan Thomas that definitely we benefit from that call. But then the strip sack from Jihad Ward. 2 defensive plays so far in the 3rd quarter from the defensive ends. One from Azeez Ojulari, this one from Jihad Ward. Now it's 4th and 11. They have no choice but to punt deep in their own territory. Richie James, just call a fair catch. Just call a fair catch. Just call a fair catch. Please, no fumbles here. No muffs. No fumbles. Come on. Tressway punts. Richie James fields the punt at the 15. Calls for the fair catch. Thank you, Richie. And another stop from this Giants defense. Now you put your foot on the gas. We need 7. A 7-point drive here. Take out the whole 3rd quarter. And we're really cooking. Let's see how the Jets are doing really fast. I'm not a Jet hater. I want them to do well, especially with Mike White. I like Mike White's story way more than just Zach Wilson. It's hard to root for Zach Wilson. Even when he was drafted, I just didn't think he was that likable. 3rd and 4 for Minnesota here. Jets have 6 points. They're struggling. Minnesota's a really good team, though, especially at home. I'm ready for the throat. Like, let's go for the throat. I'm ready for the throat. Pause. Philadelphia is beating up on Tennessee at halftime. 21-10. Philadelphia is a problemo. No doubt about it. Let's go. We need a score here. We need a score. A touchdown, and we're up 2 touchdowns going into the 4th. That's where we want to be. I need a breathing room. I want to breathe. I want to breathe this second half. I don't want to be stressing. I will be right back in a second. Going to the fridge. All right. We're back from break on Fox. We need another touchdown. At the very least, we need a sustainable drive here. Kill some clock. Go into the 4th quarter. Get a field goal. But the way we're rushing the passer today, this is the best we've gotten pressure off the edges all year with 2 strip sacks. 2 strip sacks in the 3rd quarter, especially. Only one recovered, but still. 1st and 10, Daniel Jones. Play action. Dumps it off to Daniel Bellinger. Holds onto the football. Gets about 8 yards on 1st down. Nice play. Good decision from Daniel Jones. Jones 13 of 14, so very accurate. Hasn't made a ton of throws down the field, but still have 20 points on the board, so I'm not mad at it. Definitely been effective with his legs as well. Handoff is to Barkley. Tries to make a man miss and is dragged down short of the 1st down marker. It's really tough when you can't get a 1st down on 2nd and 2 running the ball. Now you put yourself up against it on a tough 3rd and 2. Huge play. 3rd and 2. We cannot just turn around and give them the ball right back. Very minimal clock has been killed here. Jones makes a man miss. Short. He's short. They're going to have to punt. Fourth and 1. Giants are punting. Tough. The play calling. They can't pick up 2 yards on 2 run plays. I mean, I guess that was a throw. That was a designed pass. And Jones just tried to keep it himself. Punt is in the air. Erickson fields it in his own territory. So the Giants barely take 2 minutes off the clock. And now they're in trouble. Now I don't like this one bit. I don't like this one bit. You give them the ball right back. You kill about a minute of clock. You can't pick up 2 yards on 2 plays. Like, you're not that, like, you got to pick up 2 yards on 2 run plays. Washington has done that consistently this drive. The only time Washington has struggled scoring in this game is when they fall behind, like 3rd and 13, 2nd and 16, stuff like that. It's just too far for them to make up the yardage. But the Giants are struggling more so on, like, 3rd and 1 because they're in between. They're caught in between running and passing, running and passing, running and passing. But they can't run the ball. They just can't. I say that they can't run the ball. They have a ton of rushing yards today, okay? But a lot of that is Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley garbage time in the second, like, 2-minute drill. It's not like they're establishing the run on 3rd and short, 2nd and short. Why aren't they like, that's tough. They have 126 yards rushing, so it's not like they suck at running the ball, but you know what I mean? Like, when you have 2 yards on 2 plays, you got to be able to pick it up if you're a good running football team. Nevertheless, we do have a lead, 20-13. Let's keep getting more heat on Taylor Heineke. Let's just cover up Terry McLaurin and stack the box. 2 guys on McLaurin, stack the box. Dude, they've been showing commercials for this Special Forces show for weeks now. Let's go. We need another stop on defense. Need another stop. Here we go. 1st and 10 for Taylor Heineke and the Commanders. Heineke keeps it. He's just going to run with it. Holds it himself. Tries to get to the outside. Gets out of bounds. Gets about 8 yards on the ground on the bootleg. It's Giants-esque type of play there. Second and 2. See, watch how easy a 2nd and 2 will be for the Commanders to pick up compared to the Giants. The Commanders are better in short yardage situations than the Giants. Brian Robinson, right up the middle, 1st down. And that will be the last play of the of the 3rd quarter, will it be? Or are they going to run one more play here? Looks like Leonard Williams is headed to the locker room, or is headed to the tent with an injury. That sucks. His neck. Yep, this will be the last. They're not going to run another play. I doubt it. They do. Wow. Okay. Handoff to Brian Robinson. Good play from Julian Love. Knocks him out of bounds. And that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. Put your 4s up. Giants are up by 7. Washington does have the football. They are moving it a little bit here in their own territory. So big 4th quarter to come. Big 4th quarter to come. I need this win. I need this win. We need this win, Giant fans, so badly. Such a weird game. Both teams kind of doing what they want, but also it's just like little mistakes here or there. Both teams have 1 turnover. Both quarterbacks have a fumble. Heineke does have a little bit of that clutch gene feeling to him, so I'm a little bit worried about that. That being said, there's a whole 4th quarter coming up. So I'd like to think that Taylor Heineke isn't about to have a 15-minute touchdown winning drive here. Daniel Jones is our leading rusher with 64 yards. I'm so nervous about this 4th quarter, man. I'm really nervous. We lose this game, it's kind of season ending. It kind of is. Here we go. 4th quarter set to begin. 2nd and 6 for the Commanders. And Taylor Heineke at their own 46 or 47-yard line. Handoff is to Brian Robinson. He breaks a tackle and gets a 1st down. He is just breaking so many tackles, so many arm tackles for the Giants. Just can't wrap him up. Mondo. The Mondo man. I don't even know who that guy is, but he just whiffed on an arm tackle. 1st and 10. We need an interception or a turnover again. Because whenever they just run it, they're just fine. They're going to get points every drive. Heineke gets a screen pass to McLaurin, who gets a 1st down. Simple pitch and catch for Heineke. Leonard Williams still on the sidelines, not playing right now for this Giants defense. Terry McLaurin has 6 catches for 87 yards and a touchdown with a whole quarter left to play. So obviously, the combination of McLaurin and Brian Robinson is definitely something moving forward for the Commanders. No doubt about it. Another 1st down. Antonio Gibson makes the catch. Just simple checkdowns for Taylor Heineke. I guess he's short of the 1st down. They'll mark him about a yard or 2 short. Dexter Lawrence levels Taylor Heineke at the end of that play. 2nd and 2. Play action. Complete to Jahan Dotson. And they say he's short by about a yard. It was a 1-yard little completion. Giants sent that pressure to Taylor Heineke. Kayvon Thibodeau has gotten so close a couple of times today of his first career sack. Taylor Heineke's definitely getting hit. Good pressure from the defensive line. 2 strip sacks. Only one of them was able to be recovered by the Giants. That being said, let's go. 3rd and short. 3rd and 1. It's clearly going into the hands of Brian Robinson. Are you going to be able to make a tackle? Nope. He falls forward for a 1st down. Three sacks, 9 QB hits, 2 forced fumbles to this point for the Giants defense. Azeez Ojulari and Jihad Ward each have a strip sack. And Justin Ellis, or whoever that guy is, has a sack in the 1st quarter. Let's go. Commanders on the Giant 25-yard line now. Threatening. Handoff is to Robinson. He gets to the outside. Makes Fabian Moreau miss. And there is a flag. That usually means a hold. Let's go. Back him up. It's holding on the 2nd tight end, or whoever that guy is, Turner, on the Redskins. They have too many names. The football team, the Commanders, the Redskins. The Commanders, number 85, definitely a hold on Azeez Ojulari. If the Commanders lose, they definitely are going to have to look back at the penalties. I mean, they've only had 4, but the Giants have just been better in that area so far to this point. 1st and 20, they're still running the ball all over us, so I'm still concerned. Heineke checks it down to Logan Thomas. And Julian Love, I think, makes the tackle. Yep, Julian Love makes the tackle in space. 2nd and 12. They get 8 on first and 20. Force negative plays. 2nd and 13. Heineke, incomplete. Looking for Jahan Dotson on the quick curl route. Nick McLeod gets downhill, forces an incompletion. Throw was high from the jump. 3rd and 13 here. Got to get a stop, but also don't commit a stupid penalty. Can't commit a stupid penalty. Jahan Dotson had a chance to make that catch. Definitely was high. Almost another play made by the Giants defensive line. Kayvon Thibodeau almost gets another tip on the ball. Heineke in the shotgun, 3rd and 13. Have to wrap up. Giants get a sack. It's Dexter Lawrence. Let's go, Dexy. Big play from Dexter Lawrence on 3rd down. He gets a sack. Pocket collapses on Taylor Heineke. He's got nowhere to go with the football. Dexter Lawrence just bum rushes, gets an arm to him. Heineke fortunate enough to hold on to the football there. Big play from Dexter Lawrence. 52-yard attempt. Definitely not a gimme. Big kick if Joey Sly can make it. No good. He missed it. That's a huge miss. Let's go. Dexter Lawrence gets a sack. Moves them about a field goal range. Joey Sly misses a 52-yarder. That is a huge change in momentum. The defense stands tall, makes a big play. Let's go. Missed kick from Joey Sly, 52 yards. He pushes it right. Looks like it had the leg, but he just pushed it a little bit right. And the Giants have a chance again to close it out. A touchdown closes this game out. A 4 to 5 minute drive closes this game out. Is your offensive line good enough? They don't have to be elite. They don't have to be the best of all time. Just can you get a push in the run game right now? Can you get, when you need 2 yards on 2nd and 2, can you get those 2 yards? That's what the Giants need to do right now. I know they're going to run it. We know they're going to run it. Everyone knows they're going to run it. All right? So when you do that, your offensive line needs to be jacked up and ready to get a push. Let's go. The commies are beating themselves, Steve. They are beating themselves, as they so often do. The Jets feisty right now, only down 11. A lot of game left in that, middle of the 3rd quarter in Minnesota. But come on, let's go. This is the drive. This is the drive that you finish it out. You got to close it out. You cannot keep giving Taylor Heineke another bite at the cherry. Defense is standing tall. They're getting impact plays. This is the best the defense has played all season, no doubt about it, because they're making key plays at key moments. 3rd down, they're getting sacks. They're getting strip sacks. They're getting Taylor Heineke flustered on key passing downs, which is all we need to see. And the main time, to be honest with you, the real reason the Commanders have fallen behind the stick so far is because of penalties, like key holding penalties, false start here or there. It's not like they have a ton of them, but they've become at crucial times, and they really need to play. They really look like a different team when they have to play, when they're able to just establish that run game, and Heineke only has 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3 to deal with instead of 3rd and 10. And so often, every quarterback feels that way. But let's go. Daniel Jones. Yep, we need a 6-minute drive to get points. 6-minute drive to get points. Make this a 2-possession game minimum. Minimum. They pitch it to Barkley. He falls forward for about a yard on 1st down. So not a great gain. See, the Giants struggle with foot on the gas or kill clock. They don't know how to do both at the same time. The 4-minute offense is not good enough. They're just too in between. 2nd and 11, they say he lost a yard there. I don't know what's going on with Fox. I thought he at least gained 1 yard there. Jones under center. 2nd and 11, they say. Play action. They call a hold. Easily a hold on the Giants there. So this drive is blown up already. Holding on Daniel Bellinger. See, I said earlier, if you go back and watch, there was a play in the first half similar to that where I thought Daniel Bellinger could have got called up for a hold. He finally gets called for it in the fourth quarter. Go back and watch. I called it out. It's all right. You got away with it in the first half. Now you don't get away with it in the second half. And now we're really behind the sticks here. Daniel Jones is going to have to make a play to finish this game out. 2nd and 21. Jones there's a free rusher. He just darts it over to Daniel Bellinger and completes it on 3rd down. And it will be 3rd down. But that was a hot throw from Daniel Jones. There was a free blitzer coming right in his face, and he had to get rid of it. 3rd and 16 now. Ominous. Keep giving them the ball back. Taylor Heineke is going to make a clutch play eventually, I have a feeling, or Terry McLaurin or somebody if you keep giving them the ball back. 3rd and 16. Giants run a screenplay that just sucked. Darius Slayton, there's a flag as well. Ineligible man downfield. They get called for that once a week. The offense has not been able to close it out. They play better when they're behind. Now we're punting. 4th and 15, we have to punt. It's already a flag. This team, we're crumbling at the seams here in the 4th. Erickson fields the punt. There's another flag on the play. This is just mayhem. There's 2 flags on the play. Giants defense is going to have to come up big again. It's nice to have a touchdown lead, though. I got to be honest. Two fouls on the Washington football team. Half the distance to the goal. They have a block in the back and an offside on that one punt. Just so bad from Washington. If you're a Washington Commander fan, I mean, I'm not sorry. Sorry, not sorry, but still. Only have yourself to blame today, to be honest with you, if you don't win this game. Mike White just got demolished. Oh boy, come on, G-Men. We need another stop. We need another stop. A turnover, a pick six. Come on, when is the defense? Can the defense do something crazy today? Can we finally have a defensive outing where we force turnovers and win the game with our defense alone? Let's go. 7:48 remaining. The Commanders will have the ball when we come back from this timeout on Fox. Somehow Daniel Jones only has one incompletion today, and the Giants are only up a touchdown. It's been a very cagey game. Both teams trying not to lose, it feels like. instead of trying to win. But I'll take the win if the Commanders want to give it to us, which they seems like they want to do with all these penalties late in the game. I thought there was going to be at least offsetting penalties on the last punt. There was not. There was an offside on the receiving team, which is crazy. I'm sure Ron Rivera was thrilled about that. And then there was a block in the back on the return as well. So see a little quick World Cup check. Oh, England is destroying Senegal, huh? Wow. Man, it would be really nice if the offense could have just made this a two-score game, right? Or at least picked up a couple first downs. All of a sudden, when you get a lead, the offense can't score, can't get first downs. Commanders starting the drive on their own 9 or 8 yard line. Handoff is to Brian Robinson. It's a nice tackle by Jason Pinnock. And there is a flag. Holding on the offense. Half the distance to the goal. They keep backing themselves up. It was a great play from Jason Pinnock regardless, but they'll take the yardage. Half the distance to the goal now. 1st and 15 after they accept the holding penalty. Heineke drops back to pass. Incomplete. Almost just threw my computer. 2nd and 15. He overthrew his receiver. Good coverage downfield. Heineke leaves it high. Looking for Scary Terry. We gotta clamp up Scary Terry. Cannot let him beat you. Anybody else beats you, all right, they made a play. They've been silent all game. The rest of their skill position guys, besides Robinson and McLaurin, are the only guys hurting us. Only guys breaking tackles and making plays in space. 2nd and 15. Can we get pressure in the end zone? Quick little screen pass, and the Giants are ready for it. Nick McLeod makes a tackle in the flats on Logan Thomas, and they only gain a yard or two maybe. It'll be 3rd and 13, 3rd and 14. Huge 3rd down coming up. Huge play for Wink Martindale and his defense coming up. 3rd and 13. Let's go. Got to make your tackles. Wrap up. Giants only rush 4. Heineke steps into his throw. It's incomplete. Almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Julian Love had a chance at the tip drill, but it's incomplete. Heineke overthrows his receiver again. Looking for Terry McLaurin, I think. Nope, looking for Curtis Samuel. It hits off the top of Curtis Samuel's fingertips. Julian Love really should have almost made that play, man. Julian Love probably should have picked that off. Small margins in this game, folks. Small margins. Giants got to be ready for... Oh, are they going for a punt block here? No penalties on the punt team. No running into the kicker for the Giants. Can't have it. Nope, they don't run into the kicker. They don't get anywhere near him. Richie James will return the punt. He's holding on to the ball with 2 hands. He gets across midfield, and he holds on to the football. Very nice. The Giants have excellent field position now. There's no reason why we shouldn't be making this a 10-point game minimum right now. Minimum. This is it. This is it. If they give the ball back to the Commanders and it's a 7-point game, they're losing the game. You need to make this a 2-possession game on this drive. 1,000%, 1,000,000%. You needed to like an hour ago, but fine. You didn't. Now you have to. Now you have no choice. Come on. We can taste it, Giant fans. We can taste it. We're on the precipice. We're on the precipice. Richie James just did the right thing. He fielded the punt, and you can see he had both hands on the football. He didn't care about doing too much. He got across midfield. We have good field position now. You pick up 1 or 2 first downs, you're in Graham Gano range, and you're in good shape. Graham Gano is going to have to hit a kick, it feels like, right now. Packers came storming back against the Bears. Dub Bears. I'm going to be right back, everybody. I have to use the restroom, so I'll be right back. And we're back. We missed a play there. There's definitely a flag. Giants are pissed. Dayball is pissed. They call a taunting play. They said it was taunting on John Feliciano. Terrible penalty from Feliciano. 1st and 10. We're back at midfield now. Jones bootleg. Dumps it off to Darius Slayton. Gets about 5 or 6. Wow, A.J. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the day. He's balling out against the Titans, his former team. Eagles heavily in control of that game. They're going to go to 10-1. The Eagles are a wagon. Giants need to go 8-4, though. Let's go. 2nd and 7. One more score, a field goal or a touchdown really probably puts this game out of reach. You'd like to think. I'd like to think at least. Got to get a couple more first downs. 2nd and 7. Handoff is to Saquon. He gets absolutely smushed at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 3rd and 7. We got to figure out a way to get a first down here. No penalties. Come on, let's get one clean play. 7 yards. Jones steps up. Sacked. Oh my God, I can't believe he still has the football in his hands. Washington sent DB blitz, 2 DBs on a blitz. Nobody open for Jones. We are lucky that Daniel Jones held on to the football there. And we're going to have to punt again. Horrible, horrible offense. If the Giants lose this game, it's because they played shit offense up 7 points. They could not finish this game for the life of them. Fair catch at the 10 for Erickson. This is infuriating, man. Horrible taunting penalty by John Feliciano. Ruins the whole drive. But also, just the play calling sucks. No one's open. So, yeah, we would be one of the worst 8-4 teams ever. I'm not going to act like I give a shit. I don't care. I'd rather be 8-4, a terrible 8-4, than a great 4-8, like some teams. The Jets just ran a sweep to Braxton Berrios. Dude, come on. How do the Giants not, they just, all of a sudden, they forget how to get first downs, all of a sudden. Getting really frustrated with this offense on key downs. We're so lucky Daniel Jones was able to hold on to the ball there, and we were able to at least get our 40 yards of field position back. I need so much more from this offense moving forward. If we somehow go 8-4 and win, I don't have any confidence in us getting a stop now. Just because, not because the defense hasn't played great, just because, I mean, law of averages. You've given them the ball back 5 times now, with the opportunity to tie the game, and you haven't been able to put it away. So, if you lose, it's completely on your offense. You have to play Philadelphia next week at home, so you have to win today. Schedule remaining for the Giants is absolutely brutal. You have to play Philly next week at home. Then you have to play the Commanders in Washington or in Maryland. Then you have to play at Minnesota. Okay, you have the Colts. You have the Colts at home in week 16, and then you have to go to Philadelphia week 17. Hopefully Philadelphia has nothing to play for in week 17. 3:43 remaining, fourth quarter. Taylor Heineke has the football at his own 10. Can this defense get one more stop? That's really what is going to have to happen at this point, because the offense can't help them whatsoever. Quick little in route or slant route to Terry McLaurin. He makes the catch. We're just going to let Terry McLaurin slice and dice us up the field now. If it wasn't for Terry McLaurin, Taylor Heineke wouldn't have been able to throw the ball at all today. Heineke completes. 5-yard gain on 1st and 10, so it'll be 2nd and 5. 3 minutes remaining here. 2nd and 4, they'll say, in the fourth quarter. Who wants to make a play? They're just giving Terry McLaurin so much space. He's just taking those simple routes. Heineke airs it out. McLeod almost makes the pick. 3rd and 4. Good defense. Good coverage by Nick McLeod down the field. He almost had an interception. Should have been offensive pass interference here. Not going to hear me complain after what happened to Darius Slayton in the first half. Heineke was playing hero ball there. Was steps into his throw. That should have been offensive pass interference. All right, we'll be right back. I'm coming back in 2 seconds. All right, 3rd and 4. It's 4 down territory, I think, for Commanders here. 2:50 remaining, 4th quarter. The center for the Commanders getting carted off here. That's why we have a little break in the action. Nerve-wracking stuff here. Got to get a stop. 3rd and 4. 4 down territory maybe for Washington. This area of the field is dicey, but you're late in the game. You got to get a touchdown. Incomplete. Giants get pressure. They send a blitz. And Azeez Ojulari, his impact has been massive today. Excuse me. Let's see. Azeez Ojulari off the edge, unblocked. Has to make Heineke get rid of that quickly. And it's incomplete. Here we go. 4th and 4. This could be the game here, folks. No penalties. If they make a play, wrap up. No penalties. Let's see if one of the defensive linemen can get home again. Heineke flushed out left. Complete! Oh, to Curtis Samuel. He throws it. Oh, my God. Sidearm. Running to his left. What a throw from Heineke. Damn it. 21-yard throw for Heineke. He had nobody open. And then eventually he stays with the play, rolling to his left. What a throw. Giants can't make the play. This is tough now. They're approaching midfield. They're on their own 46. Heineke throws a screen pass. The Giants get home quickly, and that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. Loss of 1 on the play. Zion Gilbert, the practice squad cornerback, makes his first introduction in a Giants uniform. 2-minute warning. We're looking at overtime or a nerve-wracking Giants win and a defensive battle. Not an entertaining game today. Not one of those games you look back and you say, wow, you remember that play and you remember that play, you remember that play. No, the defense has showed up. Azeez Ojulari has showed up. That being said, that last 4th down play was a crusher. It could have ended the game there. You don't. You keep Heineke on the field. Listen, it was a hell of a play from Taylor Heineke. Ballsy throw, had to make it. He did. Wide open receiver, Curtis Samuel. And the Giants are going to have to play that gritty goal line defense. The Commanders have 3 timeouts. The 2-minute warning is upon us. So it should be the last break in action of the game. No matter what, like I wouldn't put it past. So you have Riverboat Ron there. I would not put it past him if they score a touchdown to go for 2. Just like Brian Daboll did against the Tennessee Titans in Week 1. I could see him getting a dose of his own medicine in the fourth quarter. Oh boy! All right, 2 minutes left. 1-score game. The offense has had plenty of the Giants' offense is to blame today. They had so many opportunities. I blame the play calling. Too conservative. Like you can't get 2 yards on 3rd and 2 ever. You have too many negative plays. You can't eat up a couple of minutes. Like they've had no time of possession in the second half. Washington has been on the field offensively this whole half. The difference in the game was the Azeez Ojulari strip sack that gave the Giants really good field position, and the Giants were able to score a touchdown off of that. Other than that, it's been a dead-even football game. You could even say the Commanders offensively have had more things going for them, more offense, more, key conversions, stuff like that. But let's go. Finish it out. I don't care how the win came. It's going to come ugly. This isn't a win-ugly football team. The Giants are a win-ugly football team. There's no other choice but to win ugly right now. Not going to make it look sexy in the last minute 50. Unless we get a pick 6 here. Somebody needs to make a break on the ball, make a pick, sit on Terry McLaurin's route, and make the interception. Commanders have been clutch. The Giants have been clutch. These teams are very similar, I got to say, in a lot of areas. Giants drop a lot back into coverage. Wide open receiver is Curtis Samuel. And he gets out of bounds. The Commanders are going to go for 2 if they score a touchdown. I'm calling it right now. Calling it right now, so I'm not going to be surprised when if they punch it in, if they somehow get a touchdown here in the last minute 53, which why wouldn't they have plenty of opportunities, plenty of time, 3 timeouts. We need a mistake. Commanders on the Giant 28-yard line, a minute 53 remaining, 1st and 10 after the completion to Curtis Samuel, who's had 2 big completions on this drive. Heineke drops it over the middle. Missed tackle from Jahan Dotson. He's going to get in the end zone. Commanders have scored a touchdown. Jahan Dotson breaks the tackle and gets into the end zone. The only positive is they scored with a lot of time left. A minute 45 remaining. Taylor Heineke drive. What did I say? This offense let the Commanders hang around. We could have put this game out of reach. And it's a tie game. It's up to Danny Dimes now. We have 3 timeouts. We need a Graham Gano field goal. Great route from Jahan Dotson. He breaks the tackle. The Giants have their 4th-string DBs out there. So, no Xavier McKinney, no Adoree Jackson, no Darnay Holmes. I'm not going to start screaming about these 4th-string guys missing plays. It's all up to Danny Dimes now. You have 3 timeouts, a minute 45 remaining. Nasty spin move from Jahan Dotson on the way to the end zone. Nice run after catch. There's definitely, you can't say anything about that. We need to win here. We need Danny Dimes to step up. It's winning time. It's winning time. Eight plays, 90 yards in 2 minutes for the Commanders. It's 20-20. We have a minute 45, the touchback. We have 3 timeouts. We got to get in the field goal range. Come on, Danny. Come on, Danny. Take their souls at home. If we lose this one, this is definitely how a game you remember to end your season. Had so many chances on offense to put this out of reach. 1st and 10. Jones in the shotgun. Drop back to pass. Airs it out. No, he dropped it. Slayton dropped it. Slayton dropped it. Hits the ground. Darius Slayton drops a game-winning catch. Oh, my God. That would have been it, folks. He has the 2nd highest drop rate in the NFL this year. We need that catch, man. Jones just fires it down the field for Slayton, incomplete. Third and 10. We're screwed. We're going to lose. Third and 10. We're screwed. I'm going to throw up. We just get the playoff. Incomplete. God damn it, man. We're losing this game. Horrible offense in the second half. Slayton drops a game-winning catch. Like a dangerous throw on 3rd and 10 from Daniel Jones. Almost intercepted. This is disgusting. Minute 28 remaining. Punts in the air. Erickson fields it. There is a flag on the play. Heineke's going to win the game here. Horrible loss if this isn't. Like, you have no one to blame but the play calling. Darius Slayton just dropped a game-winning catch. Unnecessary roughness on the Commanders on the punt return. It's a big call because now they're going to be backed up. The Giants secondary got diced that last drive. We've given them the ball. Like, there's no one to blame but the offense. The offense has played like shit in the second half. Shit. Absolute garbage in the second half. Horrible play calling. They play not to lose, not to win constantly. Handoff is to Antonio Gibson. He's kept in bounds. Gets about 7 or 8. Second and 3, 55 seconds remaining. Commanders trying to hustle into field goal range. Heineke almost throws a pick. It's caught by Terry McLaurin anyway, and he gets out of bounds. Unbelievable. 47 seconds remaining. Washington gets a first down. This is a loss, man. This is terrible. This is going to be one of the worst losses in recent memory if they lose this game. First and 10, 47 seconds remaining after McLaurin got out of bounds. Heineke just dumps it off to Antonio Gibson, falls down at the 38 after getting a first down. Commanders will spend their first timeout. This is bad, man. Joey Sly's hitting a 60-yarder to win the game. Heineke has made more plays than Daniel Jones, but the play calling of the Giants just sucks, man. It's just so conservative. It just sucked. The second half, the play calling sucked. It's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. It's a wrap. Commanders on their own 38-yard line, approaching midfield. They're just taking chunk play after chunk play. It's going to take a mistake for the Giants to stay and get this to overtime. They send the house. Heineke throws it deep. Incomplete. Second and 10, 35 seconds remaining. Heineke took a shot downfield for McLaurin. No harm, no foul for him on that. If you have no one to blame but internally if you're the Giants and you lose this game. Shotgun for Heineke. Second and 10. Incomplete. Looking for McLaurin. He just misses him. Pinnock closes down. It'll be 3rd and 10. Got to make 2 more plays. Almost. Jason Pinnock just does enough to get Terry McLaurin thrown off there at full stretch. Third and 10, 29 seconds remaining. Commanders on their own 38. Oh, God. Oh, God. Heineke off his back foot. Oh, it's almost picked by Fabian Moreau. It's incomplete. He almost makes the game-saving pick. It's 4th and 10, and they're going to have to punt. Oh, God. We're going to have overtime, aren't we, folks? Giants send Jason Pinnock on a blitz. Heineke has to get rid of it. He almost throws a pick. Tressway punts it. They're going to muff this, aren't they? Richie James just lets it bounce, and it rolls out of bounds. Thank God he didn't even try to field it. 13 seconds remaining. We're going to have overtime in East Rutherford, folks. And we're lucky to escape with overtime. Let's be honest. We're lucky to escape with overtime. 2 dead-even football teams. The Giants have played not to lose. Esteban, the fact, I almost feel like it's a moral victory, the fact that we're even in overtime right now, because that last drive was feeling so ugly to me. We finally started making some plays in the football in the secondary. We're going to take this to OT. So the coin toss is going to be massive. I'm going to use the restroom one more time before overtime because I'm going to throw up. I think I have the nervous jitters. And I think that's what's causing me to have to use the restroom. So I'm going to be right back in 2 seconds. But overtime, we need to win the coin toss. All right, we're back. Coin toss. The Commanders call tails. It's heads. We get the ball. Let's go. We win the toss. Giants win the toss. Come on, boys. Touchdown. Touchdown. This game should have been ended an hour ago. Somehow we're going to OT. All the momentum is with Washington. The Giants are just barely hanging on by a thread right now. If they could finally generate a drive, finally generate a touchdown drive, say whatever that touchdown drive they've been saving up all year, now is the time. Now is the time. Season on the line. I'm declaring it. Season is on the line in the next 10 minutes. One or two what, Ray? What are you talking about? We need a drive. We need a touchdown drive. I'm stressed. I'm stressed. Julian Love has 12 tackles. There's something for you. Darius Slayton dropped a game-winning catch. Oh, it was a 1. Yeah, it was a 1. I'm too jittery. What did you think, Ray? Darius Slayton, got to make that catch, right? He's got to make that grab. That's brutal. He makes that grab, we're sitting pretty. Oh, Giants will have the ball to start the overtime session. They've won a lot of close games this year, but the Commanders seem to have some juice in close games as well. So I'm not looking into it that much. I think the Commanders, they played a better fourth quarter than us, that's for sure. They definitely played a better fourth quarter than us. Giants won the third quarter. The Commanders won the first quarter. Giants won the second quarter. Giants won the third quarter. Commanders won the fourth. Who's going to win the fifth? It's a tie right now, obviously. Brainiac. Kick is up. They're going to make Gary Brightwell bring it out. Hold on to the ball, my guy. He holds on to it. Gets stifled around the 23, 24-yard line. And here comes Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones, you've basically, I don't blame him 100% because he should have had that completion to Darius Slayton. He's only thrown 4 incompletions today, but they don't give him any throws down the field. He doesn't have any reads down the field. Nobody's open. He turns it over here. New York is just going to ruin him. He's just going to burn him for life. We win with a touchdown. A field goal, the Commanders will have a chance to win it or tie. Jones play action. Steps into his throw, completes it to Darius Slayton for a first down. Good start to the drive. Jones under center at the the Giant 38. They pitch it to Saquon. He runs into his own blocker and loses 4 or 5 yards. Not sure what the hell that was. That's how you that's how you just ruin drives. These friggin' pitches to Saquon, he goes nowhere. He loses 4 or 5 yards on this play. No joke. Horrible. Just punt it now, man. You're just gonna punt. Second and 13 now after that shitty first down pitch to Saquon. Now they run play action as if they were ever going to run it. Jones steps up, holds onto the football, runs for about 6 or 7. So it'll be 3rd and 7. Huge play. 3rd and 5, they say. Giants are 4 for 10 on 3rd down. Not good enough, in my opinion, especially in the second half. So I don't have any faith right now. We cannot punt the ball back to them. That's obvious. 3rd and 5. Just going to get sacked. Just going to get sacked. Just don't worry about converting a first down. Just take a sack. Horrible. The interior offensive line has been getting worked all game. Jonathan Allen and Daron Payne, Glowinski just getting worked. Jones held on to the ball for a while there too. Now we're going to punt. Game over. There's an injured commander on the play. It's Jonathan Allen. Doesn't matter. Heineke's winning it right now. Horrible offense. Horrible offense. Just unbelievably bad offense. 3rd down offense. Everything from the Giants. The pitch to Saquon on 1st and 10 and you lose 3 yards. Just horrible. I swear to God, this is like torture. The last hour and a half has been torture. Like, had 50 chances to win this game, or at least try to win the game. They haven't even come close to closing this out. Now we got a shitty punt. Absolute horrible punt. And the Commanders will have it at the, 32-yard line. This sucks. This game's over. This game's over. Absolutely horrible. Saquon did nothing today again. Offensive line stunk. Here's Heineke, 1st and 10. After the shitty punt, they'll have it at their own 36. Brian Robinson right up the middle gets stuffed for about a 1-yard gain. "31-yard punt in a key spot, Ray. This is torture. The last hour has been futility, offensive and football futility. 2nd and 8, just waiting for the Commanders to hit the inevitable game-winning field goal here on Mikey Hot Takes. Handoff to Curtis Samuel. He has a huge gain. Gets into Giants territory. This game is over. Absolutely infuriating football game. Absolutely infuriating. This is one of the worst losses I've ever seen. I'm not even joking. Not being exaggerated. I'm not exaggerating. Shut up. Everybody shut up. Brian Robinson runs right into Jalen Smith after about a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 7. You have a shit punt. You have terrible offense. I mean, there's no one to look at. There's no one to blame for this loss but the Giants themselves and their play calling in the second half. Second and 7. Handoff. Finally, the Giants make a play in the backfield on Brian Robinson. O'Shane Zimenez hits Robinson in the backfield, and they'll lose 2 yards. So it's 3rd and 9. It would actually be a very deep field goal here, so it's a big play. Third and 9, huge play. This would be a very, very deep field goal for Joey Sly. Third and 9, Heineke empty set. He's going to complete a short pass here, no doubt about it, for a first down. Quick screen pass. The Giants stop him. Cordell Flott makes the play. No first down. 4th down for the Commanders. And they're going to have to kick a deep field goal, it looks like. Azeez Ojulari again gets a hit on Taylor Heineke. He completes to Curtis Samuel, but Cordell Flott does just enough to bring Samuel down. The Commanders are punting. Wow, a huge play from the defense. Richie James catches the punt and just falls down. Wow, the defense gets a stop. We have another chance. We're alive again. Listen, guys. This is one of the craziest. This is probably the craziest game since I started streaming on the channel. My energy hasn't been great from the jump. I'll be the first to tell you that. But now I'm officially locked in. Like, this is insane. This is 2 teams that don't want to win. 2 teams that do not want to win. Oh, all right. Well, it's a field goal game now. Giants just need a field goal. Here we go. Jones in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Next score wins. Slings it out wide to Barkley. Barkley puts his shoulder down. Gets 7 or 8. That's what I want to see from Saquon in that spot. He needs to put his shoulder down and get as many yards as he can. We're not going out of bounds there, my guy. You don't do that many squats and to not try to run through that DB right there. 2nd and 3. We need to get in Gano range for a W. Handoff is to Barkley. Barkley gets the first down, falls down after that. 3:30 remaining in the overtime period, or we have a tie. At the very least, the Giants should not be giving the Commanders the ball back with the chance to win. We should at least be taking this down to be the last possession of the game. You have 3 minutes remaining in overtime, both teams with 2 timeouts. Jones in the shotgun. Completes to Isaiah Hodgins. First down for Hodgins. Checks it down over the middle to Hodgins, and he gets a first down. 2:52 remaining. This game's taken years off my life. 2:40 remaining. Giants on their own 36. So still plenty of yardage to pick up. Complete to Hodgins near midfield. He gets dragged down at the 48. And here we go. The Giants are getting into field goal range. Let's go. Come on. Keep going. Empty set for Jones. Near midfield at their own 47 or 48. Giants are going to take a timeout. Or the Commanders taking a timeout. Whoever's doing graphics for Fox today stinks. Two minutes remaining. Oh, it's a 2-minute warning. My bad. 2-minute warning. Isaiah Hodgins with 2 catches on this drive. He does have a touchdown reception on the day. I'm nervous. We need to get this into a. It can't be like a 57-yarder for Graham Gano. It's got to be manageable. It's got to be manageable. This would be a huge win. They honestly don't deserve to win. The Commanders have kept them alive. Neither team finishing their dinner. Neither team wants to win this NFC East battle, this grind right now. 2 minutes remaining. Giants have a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 on their own 48-yard line. 2 first downs essentially wins you this game. Maybe 1, but essentially 2. You need 2 first downs or 20 yards. If you want to pick it up on one play, that would be nice too, but I'm not going to get greedy. Just pick it up. Get into Gano range. Jones slings it out wide. Daniel Bellinger gets 5 or 6. This is good. This is good. We're near that target green line right now. I want to be like 15 yards ahead of that green line. I do not want Graham Gano to have to hit a career long right now. No turnovers. No turnovers, obviously. 2nd and 6. Jones slings it out to Barkley. Barkley gets another 4. And we're right at that green line now. This is a big play. Third and 2. Have to think we're just going to run the ball here and make Washington use a timeout. Think about a Daniel Jones keeper here. Got to think about it. I'm so nervous. Minute 50 remaining. 3rd and 2. We're right at that field goal line to gain right now. Jones, like a horrible play on 3rd. Like one of the worst plays you'll ever see. Richie James or Saquon, one of them doesn't know what they're doing on this play. And Jones is just lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Saquon Barkley and Richie James run right into each other on this play. I don't know what that was. That is horrible, horrible coaching. Offensive coordinator should get canned for that 3rd and 2 play alone. I don't know what's going on here. 4th and 3. Daniel Jones is going back out there. Oh, God, no. We're going for it on 4th and 3. If we convert this, we probably kick a game-winning field goal. If we don't convert this, Washington somehow will win, or this will be a shitty tie. 4th and 3. Jones in the shotgun. All right, we're not going for it. So we burn a timeout. We're punting. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on here? No. What's going on here, dude? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Playing for a tie? I'm going to throw up. I'm going to throw up. I'm going to throw up. This is horrible. This is horrible. Ray, what's going on? What's going on? Am I losing my mind? Oh my God. No. No. Literally, no. We deserve to lose now. We deserved to lose an hour ago, but now we really deserve to lose. This is horrible. That is horrible. That's some of the worst shit I've ever seen. That's Joe Judge-esque. Commanders are going to get in a field goal range here. They're going to break a big play. I don't care. Horrible coaching. Thibodeau gets a sack at the 1. Oh, my God. Oh, Kayvon Thibodeau, his first career actual sack. I don't know what the Giants are doing. The Commanders are even dumber, though. Somehow Taylor Heineke is lucky that ball stayed in his hands. He just got pile-driven by Kayvon Thibodeau. Easiest sack Kayvon Thibodeau will ever have in his career. Finally gets on the board. Safety wins it. Giants take a timeout. The Commanders have it at the 1. This is an exercise in futility. These are two football teams that have no idea how to win a big game. No idea. This is the biggest regular season game in both of these teams' recent memory. Like in the last 4 or 5 years, neither team has played a meaningful regular season game like this, and both teams have mom spaghetti all over their sweater already. 2nd and 18. The Commanders are at the 1. If the Giants really win this game on a safety, this will be one of the craziest football games I've ever seen in my life. There's no way. Commanders are just going to hand it off here. Brian Robinson gets to the outside, fumbles the football, but it does go out of bounds. Michael McFadden, nice chase down. It'll be third down. Be 3rd and 10. This is crazy. The Giants will use their final timeout. This is going to end in a tie, isn't it? The longest football game of all time. Two teams that do not want to win but are content to tie. 3rd and 10. Commanders backed up on their own 10-yard line. If they get a first down here, that pretty much makes and don't get a huge play out of it. That's pretty much a tie game right now. They hand it off to Gibson, who's wrapped up. And the Commanders are going to have to punt. This is going to end in a tie, folks. This is going to be the first tie I've ever seen the Giants play, assuming it ends that way. It's going to be like 30 seconds left on the clock for Daniel Jones with no timeouts. Tress Way is going to let the clock run out and take the 5-yard penalty. So 37 seconds remaining. Commanders are going to punt it out of their own end zone. The last tie in the NFC East was 1997. So I was 3 years old. No wonder I don't remember it. And it was against the Washington Commanders. Yeah, I mean, Daboll and the offensive coordinator, Jack, like they had 20 points in the at the end of the third quarter or something like that. They haven't been able to string together 3 plays. They're lucky. Their defense has stood on their head today. The Giants' defense has stood strong in key areas today. Tress Way is punting. He gets the punt in the air. Gets across the 50. Richie James makes a man miss. Gets out of bounds at around the 45. The Giants have 28 seconds left. This game will not end. They have no timeouts. So unless they somehow get out of bounds 3 times or make a huge play down the field, this is going to end in a tie, folks. Playing for a tie at home is not something I advocate. It's not something I respect from Brian Daboll. No picks, Danny. 28 seconds remaining. Daniel Jones drops back to pass. Steps up. Completes! Giants have to hurry up and try to spike it. And they do. 15 seconds remaining. He completes it to Richie James. Perfect spiral from Daniel Jones, and Richie James hauls it in. Tight window throw, and Daniel Jones completes it to Richie James. Oh, my God. 15 seconds remaining. 1st and 10. Oh, no, 2nd and 10 because they spiked it. I was so confused as to why it was 2nd and 10. The spike happened so quickly. This game is on crack. Jones darts it out. Bellinger completes, gets 5 yards, gets out of bounds. 10 seconds on the clock. Holy shit, this game is cracked out. Are the Giants going to try to run another play here? Why are we running another play? There's 10 seconds left. Jones just chucks it out of bounds. 5 seconds remaining. And here comes Graham Gano. Hero kick attempt for Graham Gano. Make sure you guys hit like and make sure you guys hit subscribe. This would be one of the craziest victories I can ever remember in Giant history. 5 seconds remaining. Graham Gano, 58-yard attempt. I have no confidence. I can't watch. I don't think it's going in, guys. I don't think it's going in. He's too jacked up. He's not making it. Short. He's short. And the Giants and the Commanders tie. Fuck. Graham Gano is like 3 yards short on a 58-yarder. And it's a tie and nobody's happy. Wow. Kick was straight on, but Graham Gano didn't have the leg from 58 yards out. I'm a little bit at a loss for words right now. Insane football game. 2 evenly matched teams. I've never had to deal with a tie in the NFL, so excuse me if I take a second to process a tie in the NFL. The Giants had so many opportunities to win this game. Tom, and somehow neither of us are happy. How is this possible, Tom? Neither of us are happy. Both teams had a million chances to win the game. Brian Daboll on 4th and 3, not kicking it there. He plays it close to the chest. Somehow we have a tie football game, guys. I don't know what just happened. I don't know what that game was. It was cracked out. I think if Brian Daboll and Mike Kafka took the fucking handcuffs off of Daniel Jones a little bit, we would be able to put teams away earlier instead of playing this one possession garbage down the stretch where every single possession is life or death. That's what the Giants do every single week. That's what we saw this week. Thank God the Commanders can't get out of their own way either. Like they should have won that game themselves 5 times too. The Giants defense played huge. Great performance from the Giants defense. Key downs, third downs, they made big plays. I've been live for like 5 hours now, or whatever it is, 4.5, 3.5 hours. And at the end of the day, we end in a tie. Is it the end of the world? No. I don't know how to react. I don't know how to react. It feels like a loss. That being said, it's not a loss. But it's in division, so the tie break, like, I don't know. We're going to have to beat them in 2 weeks. Now you have Philadelphia. Good luck with that. This was a very winnable game. Graham Gano needed 4 more yards, 3 more yards on that. That's a little bit shocking that he was that short on that 58-yarder, but whatever. It's a 58-yard kick. You had no timeouts. You couldn't get closer, so it is what it is. Giants tie with the Washington Commanders 20-20. I'm going to end the stream. Make sure you guys like it. Make sure you guys subscribe. This was a hell of a day. Crazy stream. Don't understand what happened today, but it is what it is. One of the craziest games I've ever watched. I didn't feel like anything exciting happened, and yet somehow the game ended up being exciting just because scoreboard and stuff like that. But whatever. I hope you guys enjoy your rest of your Sunday. Got the Bengals and the Chiefs on right now. I'll be checking that out. Stay tuned to the channel. Maybe we'll do a Knicks game coming up. They look like trash, but I'm still watching the games, so maybe we'll do that. I don't know how to process this. Give me a few minutes. Make sure you follow me on Twitter and Instagram as well, because I'll be posting videos, reactions, and stuff like that. Little short clips and stuff, reactions there. So if you want those, make sure you follow me on those areas. But I'm exhausted. My voice is shot. The Giants and the Commanders tie in an exercise in futility, 20-20 in East Rutherford. Feels like a loss, but it's not a loss. So that's all I have to say. Offense in the second half just played not to lose instead of to win. And that needs to change. That needs to change. So until next time, hope you enjoy.